I think we're live. Hello, and welcome everyone to another episode of the TOPT call-in stream. I am your host, Seb. I am joined by my guy, Twilight Straw Hat, and we're here. This is the show where you guys call in on our Discord's voice channel to discuss anything One Piece or anything. You guys can really ask us anything. Honestly, we're not just a One Piece channel anymore. But yeah, we rarely get the phone calls on our TOPT regular streams, and we're trying to make it so that we get to calls more. So we decided to dedicate a specific show directly for call-ins. So I really hope you guys are going to enjoy this one. I know I do every time. In order to participate, you will have to be a Discord server member or of Warlord or higher. So Warlord or Yonko, or any $5 donation will get a caller in as a, kind of a donated caller. So you have two ways to do that. If you guys want to try to win one of those donated calls, please add us in here as join the TOPT call-in section. We have a call waiting room, and then for those of you that are Discord tiered members, there is the call only stream room. So pull up. I do see a bunch of people in here. So welcome. I see Sev Meat. I see Also Mighty. I see Davey D. Oaks. Twilight, you're here. I see Tobias Melly, D. Livio, Xavier O'Dilly. Just hit that like button, y'all. Ravenstorm, what's going on, everybody? Hit that like button. It does help the YouTube algorithm. I don't want to waste too much time because I do have a hard stop at 8 again today, guys. The NBA draft is tonight, and the Knicks have picks. My defending champion Knicks. You know what I'm saying? But Twilight, before we get into everything, how was your weekend, man?
Work, brother. Worked and been reading crows.
Yeah, man. Good man.
Been thoroughly. I see the light.
Yeah, man. Let them know. Shout out to my boy Suzerain Tyrone, who keeps hitting me up on the DMs, man. Huge Crows fan, Who's Worst fan. It's peak. If you guys don't know, read Crows. It's worth it.
It's crazy too because Tokyo Revengers absolutely destroyed delinquent mangas for me, or delinquent stories for me. Windbreaker kind of brought it back, and now I'm seeing the light.
Don't you just wish that this was just out so long ago so that it could have given people what the actual feel of delinquent manga is instead of the BS that they've had to deal with over the past 10, 15 years?
Well, see, that's why I'll say, Windbreakers, I give Windbreakers, Windbreakers, if you haven't seen it, great show. As far as, Delinquent's honestly kind of like I actually don't know if I'd consider Windbreakers, a full-on delinquent, but you'd have to watch it and tell me your opinion on it.
I feel like it was in my queue. I just never actually watched it.
It's because it's basically a school of fighters. I
think I seen maybe the first episode of that. Actually, he was in a restaurant with a girl.
Yeah. Honestly, having now been started reading Crows, I could wholeheartedly say I feel like Windbreakers took a lot of inspiration from Crows.
Okay. Yeah.
The out of town student coming in wanting to be that's the difference between Baoya and the main character of Windbreaker is the main character in Windbreakers wants to be the top of the school. Mm-hmm. He's coming with that goal because it's a school that prides itself on the ranking of fighters. Mm-hmm. But they're people that take pride in defending their town against other delinquents and all that. So it's weird, but it's a great time. Okay, Xavier is saying it's delinquent. Yeah, see, that's...
Yeah, from what I could tell, it was delinquent. Listen, the peak of delinquent manga is the Hiroshi-verse, Crows and Worst, QP, and all of their spin-offs. But there's some really other ones. There's other good ones out there, but that's the peak, man. I
Nah.
don't think there's anything that comes close to it personally. It's the one
Nah, so
piece
far-
of delinquent manga for me.
No, see that I could definitely understand. I see where you're coming from with that, without question.
I gotta get
Like,
you to
and
read
just the
QP
fact.
too.
Wait, what's up?
I gotta get you to read QP. It's like imagine it's the same kind of vibe, same author, same vibe, but it's like they go into the Yakuza realm. And like people
Okay.
like it goes beyond high school. They grown and it's like, all right, what happens now? You know what I'm saying? What happens when you have these types of people and they graduate and they go through life? What does it look like?
No, okay. Yeah, no. Like I was saying, after, because I'm definitely gonna finish Crows first. Then I'm probably gonna fully finish all of Air Gear and then go into worse, I'm thinking. Although I know Nick's gonna be reaming me if I don't continue my
finish Epo.
Yeah, my path on Epo, because I'm on like 300 on Epo, I want to say. That's been a good time too.
Low key, Takamura, Aoki, and Kimura were all delinquents at one point.
No, yeah, no, 100%, 100%. Takamura's backstory, that was comedy.
But let's get into it. We did get one super chat that came in while we were yapping. Like the stream, y'all. It does help with the YouTube algorithm. We got two from Larry's biggest hater. It says Big Mom's Pirates as a whole are beating any crew in history. I've never disagreed with something harder in my life.
Yeah, I was about to say, that is a wild take.
It's just not true. It's just not true.
Because, even currently, I could give you a, leniency, I guess, with the current crews. Yeah, although even Shanks' crew alone, I feel like, stalls that in its entirety. But that's saying that the Big Mom Pirates are beating Rox's crew. As Big Mom Pirates are beating Roger's crew.
I'm about to say something disrespectful, yo. And I don't want to be disrespectful.
Hey, it's your show, dog.
By the end of the series, the Big Mom Pirates won't be a top 10 pirate crew of all time.
Honestly, that's not that disrespectful. I mean, realistically, probably by the end of it, half of them are going to be out of commission.
I'm saying at their peak.
Oh, at their okay, yeah, that's a little
Big Mom. The crew that we saw at Whole Cake, that crew that Luffy pulled up on, they're not gonna be top 10 by the end of this thing.
Without Big Mom, like if Big Mom's completely out of the picture.
With Big Mom,
okay, yeah, that's disrespectful.
Not gonna be top 10, man. Because and this is petty, I know. But we're gonna get some flashbacks, man. To probably one of the most legendary pirate crews of all time.
Yeah, Joy Boy.
Joy Boy gonna have a crew. Luffy's crew by the end of this thing is gonna be stronger. Crossgill by the end of this thing might be stronger. Blackbeard Pirates by the end of this thing might be stronger. There's people that probably tell you that Shanks' crew right now is stronger. There's people that tell you right now that the Beast Pirates were stronger. There's people that tell you right now the Rogers Pirates were stronger. The Rocks Pirates were stronger. So I just listed off like 8 crews right now.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Whitebeard
when you put it that way. Yeah, no, I don't disagree. That's not necessarily disrespectful.
Listen, man.
That's realistic.
Let alone
Big Mom.
Listen.
Big Mom and Cat would be the only the two strongest in the sense of fighting force. I would give Cat and Big Mom carry. You can make the argument with Oven, I suppose. Man can heat the sea for Christ's sakes. But that's just the forces of the other crews. Yeah.
All right. I did have a request from Villain to go early because he has to drop at 6. So let's get Villain in here. All right, Villain, you there?
Yo, yes, I am. Hello, good sir.
What's going on, man? It's been a while, man. We had to squash beef on live. You know,
we didn't have.
We had beef.
You had.
No, we had beef.
I was playing a game.
Yeah,
that I was trying to win. We don't got to do this, Seb. How are you? Congratulations on the Knicks.
I'm good, man.
Oh,
I'm good.
who else in here?
It's just Twilight. I don't know if Larry's gonna
I
make
was
it. I
good,
haven't
Twilight.
talked to him today for real.
Nah,
good,
TBI. Not much. I was dog. Sorry if there's a bunch of wind. All right, I mean, so I'll get into it. I know we ain't got a lot of time. So I had two like mini theories I wanted to get off, but I don't have my notes. So pardon me if I don't have panel by panel evidence to support my thesis.
Mhm.
But the first one is, what if gods in One Piece aren't real? And I say that because like now with the whole Zaza thing and like everything that's going on and everybody being a god of sorts, right? I love the idea that the original like harbingers of all of these abilities weren't like some kind of Greek pantheon or like a god tier level abilities, but they were just individuals who got placed on pedestals like within mythology. My prime example is Nika. What if Nika like didn't have any kind of genuine rubber abilities, right? Like what if he was just the embodiment of somebody who always got back up? We have multiple panels, which I wish I had reference to right now, of like Luffy being like, as long as I'm alive, I have another chance. No, I'm Rubber Man. I will bounce back. What if the legend of Nika was just so heavily retorted within this ability, right? Of his will to get back up over and over again, that he wasn't even a rubbery person. He was just a normal person with that ability and with like a higher strength set than everybody else, right? Like just not a hockey man, but you know.
I'd be with it. It's a little wild. How do we get all the quirkiness with the ability itself? Right.
Okay,
like
so and then that's
where
like
I'm
the
okay.
the advent of technology. Just like individuals believing so strongly that these different things, like still don't understand like how devil fruits came to be, how we're getting these abilities put into weapons, into people, and things like that. But the reason, okay, then like the biggest reason I say this, there's another evidence. I'm sorry, the rain god, right? The rain god came up. Sorry, I wish I had my notes. The rain god came up, right? And we have two variations of rain god like mythos within One Piece. We have the story of the celestial dragons, saying that they were told stories about water falling on their heads from above, and like how that fed into the belief of a rain god, right? There shouldn't be any kind of physical representation. However, Killingham was able to manifest a physical version of that and like an actual personification of that rain god just based off these stories, right? We also have the rain god from the Shandians, right? Them worshiping the rain god. And if they're following more of like a Native American lore, right, they're obviously worshiping this god as somebody who's bringing like life and abundance and things like that to them. So we have two different recollections of what a rain god could be that have like entirely different purposes within the world, right? And the fact that Killingham is capable of creating like a physical personification of something that we understand, right, as just like rain, no matter what it is, it's a natural reoccurrence. But they're so capable of like telling these stories and providing these reasons behind it that they just came up with these deities to justify things that like we know, right? Similar to like how like, you know, Norse mythology did like Zeus for lightning, or not Zeus, but like Thor for lightning and things like that. So none of these gods are real as like godly beings, but they're either individuals who are just placed on pedestals that were told throughout history in certain ways, or just like natural occurrences that were capable of creating these things. Because devil fruits aren't just like one type of thing, right? Like they follow a broad streak of humanoid-based things, like animal-based things, plant-based things, you know, so on and so forth.
I think that's probably more likely than there was like gods running around. Like,
right.
Like even in general, right? We had, even in the Elbaf lore, they have like the sun god Nika fighting against Elbaf's original god, whatever his name ended up being or ends up being.
I think it was Elbaf, if I'm not tripping.
I think people have theorized that it is actually just Elbaf, the god of Elbaf or god Elbaf, whatever. But it's like, odds are those are just two people, man. Right? Like those are just two people with
literally
legendary
just two
strength
dudes
that were just fighting, and it had the hollowed halls of like just lore around it. But it's like, yo, bro, like at the end of the day, these are just probably two dudes that were scrapping. Like,
right. Yeah.
Like
imagine if Nika wasn't rubbery.
Yeah, like under the right circumstances, like Dory and Bragi could be considered gods among people.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And even
they would just have to have like such an active lore within the world around them.
Yeah.
Because that's how a lot of legends are made to begin with, is just great feats passed down through time and time again that just keep growing and growing.
Yeah.
Yeah, to become a god in One Piece, you just have to have really good PR. You know what I'm saying? Like
More or
really,
less,
really,
yeah.
really good PR, because otherwise you're just a devil or something. But you said you
Right.
had
Oh,
two
and then
theories.
wait, yeah, my fault. You said the devil thing, and then like with Emu saying like, what's the difference between gods and devils?
Mhm.
Right. Him, I have a theory that like he's just a normal human, like amassed power, and obviously became like what God is, right? God throughout the Mary Jo and things like that, and he himself identified that like gods and devils are the same thing. So it's really like you said, it's just his PR. Like how good are you being spoken of in the light of the world in comparison to everybody else? But yeah, sorry. The second theory was a Blackbeard tie-in, also to Emu though. So without, we still haven't received like confirmation about the Gorosei having like actual devil fruit abilities, right? Like having consumed devil fruits, right? And we assume that they all have like abyssal level covenants, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if the reason that Blackbeard is capable of accessing multiple devil fruits within himself is because the Yami isn't like a mythical zone, like some people are saying, but it's like connected in a way to the abyssal realm, right? And through the abyssal realm is like how Emu's able to delegate those powers out to Gorosei members, right? And how Blackbeard has like configured himself to just hold those multiple powers, right? Because they're within the realm of the darkness, which I'm theorizing is the abyss.
So how would the exact tie-in be? I guess is my question. That it is like a fruit that's delved from this other fruit. Like how are you tying them?
Okay, so the abyss is a concept of nothingness, right? It's an abyss, or it's like it's literally like it's an abyss. I'm sorry, I'm fumbling my words. But it's just the realm of like emptiness, right? Which is what darkness is. He has access to his own abyss via the Yami Yami, right? Which is where he can like allow the spirits of multiple devil fruits to be in the same way that Emu has access to his abyss, which is allowing him to grant powers to other people because that's where those powers reside from, right? Like if he is the devil, if he is like the original, you know what I'm saying? If he has those tie-ins with his ability, right? They both have access to an abyssal realm on their own. Him being the abyss of darkness, and then Emu having an abyss that we haven't been able to define yet. But that being like, instead of it being him having this mythical zone that turned into darkness, whatever, he's accessed that realm or his own realm within the darkness that's allowed him to manifest these powers the same way that Emu has within others.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like it's not a parallel per se, but like a mirroring effect of like Emu gives these powers out, Blackbeard takes these powers in.
That's pretty cool. That's a pretty good way that you can tie these two together, I guess.
Yeah. And it would take away from like Blackbeard defeating Emu. Like he doesn't need to do that in order to like gather more power or anything like that. He doesn't need to take his power. He has through his own like avenue access something similar to what Emu has accessed in his own growth of power.
I guess my second question with that one would be, would this, so the abyss itself would exist regardless of Emu's existence, right? Or does Blackbeard
the abyssal, like it's
to have Emu alive to utilize this power? Like which is it's a concept in and of itself without Emu.
Yeah. It'd be the same way that like Brook can access like the underworld where like souls reside, but like Big Mom's fruit is to touch souls and things like that. Like the concepts exist within the One Piece world, and there's no necessary overlap, right? It's the not one My Hero Academia, right? Imagine like one for all versus all for one. Emu developed his power by creating covenants with individuals and blessing individuals with like massive amounts of power and like doing things like that. Like that's what we've seen him access through Delmiraversity and covenants, while Blackbeard is still like gathering a crew in the same way that like Emu would have gathered the 20 kingdoms, but instead of doling that power out, right, which he is, but like he's not the power that's coming from him. He is just amassing individual strength in order to be the one to make up for it.
Okay. I kind of like it. I'm trying to think if I have any other pushbacks before I let you drop.
Yeah, it's really I don't want Blackbeard to I want him to be Emu, right? But I want him to be the Emu of this generation. I don't want him to steal what Emu has cultivated over 800 years, because clearly he has his own issues going on where he's dying if he leaves his house. But Blackbeard, because I'm a heavy like Blackbeard doesn't have conference hockey kind of guy, but that he is finding a way for him to develop a strength that's comparable in power to those who can use that. Right? It's just him being more strategic and having a plan in order to get to the same point without having gone down the same route, which is what I think Emu did. Emu wasn't an individually strong person necessarily at first. He had, you know what I'm saying? He gathered allies to his side, and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But Blackbeard's just doing not the opposite, because he's also gathering allies, but the power that he's actively showing is oppositional to that of Emu's.
Huh? Yeah, that'd be pretty dope. I want to see more about the abyssal stuff in general. Like, I want to know, like, if it is something that other people can pull strength from or utilize in a way. Like, how does it work?
Right.
How does it work in its entirety? It would be interesting if this is the answer this whole time to Blackbeard's secret, like, Devil Fruit abilities. Like, it's a Devil Fruit that spawned from somebody believing so hard in the abyss or wanting so hard to be able to utilize the abyss there in their own way. You know what I mean? So
right.
That raises secondary questions where it's like, assuming Vegapunk's right, is like, did this abyssal concept have such believers in it? I know we've already seen some like devil worshippers in One Piece. Like, could it spawn? Could a darkness fruit spawn from a collective belief in this abyss? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, it would be more rooted in just what darkness is within itself, right? Like, so if Emu's access to the abyss, the only real tie-in I have is the Gorset, and them being presumably not Devil Fruit users. If like Emu has the ability to pull these mythical beings from the darkness, that just sounds like a nightmare, right? It just sounds like somebody like telling you a story of what's in the dark. Like, this is why you don't look under the bed. That's why you don't look in the closet, right? The darkness, like, imagine that Blackbeard had that darkness and was like, there's nothing in it. But now his job is to fill it in the same way that Emu had to fill his darkness with what he did. Obviously, like, his power is more complicated, whilst Blackbeard is more developmental in that concept.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, that's all I really got. So, doing all right?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. It's been a long weekend, so I'm a little tired, but I'll be all right.
No, I can imagine. It was wild on the stream yesterday. I'm sorry.
Larry here, man.
Larry is here. Larry, you was wilding on stream yesterday. You dropped the F-bomb. You was talking about techno penises, and I don't know what you had going on. Then you had the twins doing twin stuff, and I'm not going to even talk about that. The chat bullies them enough. I don't need to be mean.
Twins was wild. Lawrence was wilding, bro. Lawrence was wild.
Yeah, bro. He was unbearable, bro.
That was I don't know why y'all broke a record yesterday. I'm actually pretty sure. I think that was the longest one.
Nah, that was a clip. That was a long argument. It was fun to watch in like retrospect, but like that was a whole podcast, low-key.
I'll tell you this right now, it was not fun to experience live, bro.
Nah, I could imagine.
I seen it on y'all's face.
It just wasn't worth it. It'd be one of those conversations where everybody's like low-key locked in except for 1%. And it's just like, even though each of y'all had like your own individual like misconceptions or just like, you know, arguments and respond to what he was saying, it just wasn't, just the whole story wasn't there for him. He just was arguing it was bad. It was bad.
Lawrence just didn't want to let go of it.
Yo, that'd be the thing. That'd be the thing. I'd be like, yo, all right, we can move on, man. Like even when I argue with Larry or whatever about anything, I'll try to be a little cognizant of the time and be like, all right. Like you've been talking about this for 30 minutes. Like let's drop it.
I'm surprised Marv didn't kick y'all off.
Bro. Nah, Marco. Like, cool.
Literally.
And then he tried to cap,
wait,
bro.
what?
And then he tried to cap and be like, "Yo, I don't hate him, bro." And then it was like, "Yo, cosplay? Nah. Why I gotta do that? Why can't I wear a regular blue shirt and pants?" Like, what's so hard about a Marco cosplay that you refuse to do that, bro?
Wait, Seb, are you older than the twins or younger than the twins?
I'm younger than the twins.
Okay.
No.
I can't blame you then.
How do you know what that means, man?
If you was they older, you would have, you know what I'm saying, inspired them to a degree with your pettiness, but I can't. You petty from below, and I understand that 'cause I'm the youngest.
I don't know. The younger can teach the older.
Listen, man.
Nah, they was just locked in with each other beforehand. You can't teach twins nothing; they teach themselves. All right, wait, okay. Last question before you drop me. I swear. Is Marv on the pod next week or no? Like, is he sitting down? What y'all doing?
I don't know.
He said that he was going to be, but I don't know what's happening. It's kind of on him. I mean,
yeah, that's fair.
He would need to like.
Not gonna be the. No, my bad.
No, he would need to like have one of his interns there, and like there was no intern there for this episode. So like I think it's contingent on him making sure he has a secondary person to do what he's typically doing, so that he could sit in. You know what I mean? So we don't really have any control over that, to be honest.
Right. Tell Marv that I'm gonna have me and CD both drop a band if he don't get on the pod next week.
You don't have to do that.
Just to hear it. Oh, you don't have to, but you know it's fun watching y'all freak out because we spend money.
It'd be uncomfortable, bro. Don't do that.
It don't be. You bless us. You know what I'm saying? This is an integral part of our weeks now.
It's crazy that you saying you could get CD to do it. That's the craziest part.
All I gotta do is add CD and be like, watch this, and then drop 100 gifted memberships. Yeah, what?
CD is the definition of band for band. I swear.
Yeah.
To God. Anytime somebody drops a big donation, CD. He comes out of nowhere. He's just like, hey.
Shout out to CD, man.
Not for real. OG.
Yeah, I don't gotta do all that, man. But Villain,
we still going.
You have a good night.
Yo, you as well, gentlemen. It was always a pleasure.
See you, bro.
All right, Larry, what's up, man? You kind of snuck in here on me, bro. I didn't know you was coming in today.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that it starts at 5:15.
How you doing, man? You good? You stream today?
No, I had to edit the short form videos for social media. As you can see, for the first time I did back to back within like the first 2 months. So I've just been like digging at the grind of it. I hate it, but I'm back on it.
All right. Let's get to our next caller. I do have a hard stop at 8 today. The draft starts for the NBA at 8, so I gotta dip. But I'm trying to remember who was next. I know Villain was here. I'm gonna just go up and down. Eclipse, you there?
Hello.
How's it going, man?
Good. How are you guys?
Chilling, man. Chilling. Talk to me.
Well, I was just having an interesting conversation, and I guess I'll use that as my talking point. I was wondering, how exactly did Blackbeard's darkness work? Like, if it was a tangible substance and like all that kind of stuff. A question I asked like initially was like, can Blackbeard's darkness be able to separate from his body? And I was asking the other people that were in the entrance or whatever if they can be able to think of any examples. What we thought of was the Ace versus Blackbeard fight. And that was, well, fire, darkness, opposites. We know Blackbeard won and all that because he just absorbed everything. Cool, blah, not the point. Was his darkness able to separate from his body, or is it always going to be tethered back to him? And is it a tangible substance that even without Haki, could I be able to like touch it or be able to do anything with it? Know what I mean? And like, yeah, Blackbeard to be able to absorb things, but he has to consciously make the effort to absorb things. If he just sends out like a wave of darkness or whatever, it always seems to show that like it originates from Blackbeard and goes out. So I was wondering, like, could he be able to like create like a darkness fireball or whatever, throw it, and it be entirely separate from his body, or is it always going to be connected?
I'd prefer that he can separate it. Kind of with any ability, if you can think it, you should be able to do it in some way. So like, if he can have projectiles of darkness and semi negate people's abilities in that way, or semi create, like, say you're creating mini black holes or something. Like, I don't know, but the way he's talked about it, it seems as though it's drawing things into him as the center being, like this central focus towards him, like he's a hub for the darkness. I personally would like it for him to be able to expand it beyond that, but I just want Blackbeard to be as broken as possible. So that's more wishful thinking than like me, what my actual thinking is. I'd say it probably does have to be connected to him in some way. You know?
It's I feel like it's fair to say that, but with how we've seen his kit so far, that's how it looks to be. Like how you're saying, he like draws everything into him per se, and he serves as like the epicenter.
Mhm.
And I was just wondering about all that, and that was all. Just because I feel like how you're saying, I feel like Blackbeard should, to an extent, be able to mimic some other people's parts of their kits, because his kit works kind of the same way as theirs does, but oh, I just do this and okay. And then he can, for example, like how Ace could be able to throw a giant fireball. I feel like it possible that Blackbeard's like, okay, well, while his burns everything, mine just sucks everything into the void. Like I'm throwing a small black hole at someone. Toss. But we don't see him do that. Instead, he stands still and serves as the black hole himself and draws everything in. So I'm kind of with you. I wouldn't like, if he's expected to be a more late game villain, like probably before Emu or something like that, he should probably have a bit more versatility in his kit.
Okay. I mean, yeah, probably. I mean, I would like to see it. Larry, I don't know if you got anything for that.
I mean, the closest idea that we could come to is that Logia battle between Akainu and Kuzan, where they were able to shapeshift the environments themselves with their devil fruits.
Mhm.
And we kind of like theorized that's due to their awakening. So I think that's the only way that Blackbeard would be able to separate himself from the darkness by placing it on something else, like affecting the area, if that's what Logias do. So that's the only thing I can really see happening to come to like that idea you're speaking about.
So I have a small little pushback for that. Ice and fire are tangible substances, though. You can actually be able to touch them. You can go out and touch an iceberg. You can freeze water and turn it into ice. Fire is able to burn things, and you can actually be able to, start fire by, rubbing two sticks together. Multitude of ways to be able to start fire. I'm wondering about like the properties of the darkness itself. Like, does Blackbeard also have like for it to, if the darkness, if that property was to, swallow things into the void, would he have to make the conscious effort for that, or does it just do that passively?
I think that's where the unusual Logia ability from the rest comes from, because you're right. Darkness isn't tangible the same way ice and fire is, right? But it could be placed onto things.
Mm-hmm.
Get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
if Akainu and Kuzan are reshaping the island, then Blackbeard's ability is blanketing the island and turning it into something else without actually turning it into darkness itself. And that kind of just sounds like Blackbeard's ability anyway, because he doesn't turn into darkness itself. It kind of rests upon him, you know?
I've always kind of seen it as like a wave that like explodes outwards from him in like a circle or a line. He's been able to show that he can shape it in different ways or whatever, like directly to an opponent, like how he did Ace and like how he did like a gigantic AoE and like the whole village also against Ace. And so I see that he's able to switch it up, and so that's why I was just wondering if he could, be able to separate it all. And so I guess for my last bit, and then we can get another caller if I'm not taking up too much time. Do you think the awakening for Blackbeard would just be like, if like your example, Larry, if Akainu and Kuzans are, a molten wasteland and a frozen tundra, would Blackbeards just leave like a gigantic crater from everything that would be around him in like a gigantic circle serving like a black hole?
I think it'd be more as like a endless pit. Like if you tried to step towards the island itself, you would fall straight in, and you probably wouldn't be able to get out.
Oh.
Because his ability spreads across all surfaces, but it does absorb things, right? Darkness absorbs light. And he is known to pull objects into it, just like Caribou, but I think he does it in a better way. And then he can store it. So I think if he was to awaken and then throw it, out there, I think wherever he is or wherever the darkness is, you just basically fall into it without him actually uh doing it himself. Because I feel like when he does like the move that he puts onto the ground, the AoE, overall he forces things to be pulled into it. I think at that point it just pulls into it no matter what.
Like a perpetual black hole, just
Yeah,
of an
it's like
island.
yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
So it'd be like really scary because then it's like, yo, we gotta figure out how to stop this, because if not, then the ocean itself can probably be sucked into.
So I do have a question, and it raised at least a thought process for me with that. Do you think? I think the assumption has been that if a devil fruit is awakened and used to its apex ability on an island itself, that ability would last. The awakened effects of that ability would last, even if the person who had put that on the ability, like put that on the island or whatever, is gone, right? Is it possible that something like that is like what's in front of Raftel? You know what I mean? Like somebody absorbed the ancient kingdom into the darkness and it's just stuck in there. You know what I mean? And you have to bypass it using some crazy.
I'm following you. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if this island has been absorbed.
Yeah. I haven't even thought about that. I haven't even thought. You actually just started a whole chain of thoughts for me. Seb, you just gave me a lot to think about. Thank you.
Thank Larry, bro, because I wasn't thinking that at all.
Thank you too, Larry. You gentlemen, you just gave me a lot to think about. I think next call-in stream, I think I'll have something to spit at y'all.
Okay. Listen, if I beat you to it, my fault.
Man. Well, all right. I thought I better be expecting something from you come Monday then.
Listen, if I have time,
if you got the time, then then I'll beat you to it. Then what about now?
I'll take it. I'm looking forward to it.
Anyways, I appreciate y'all for everything that y'all do. I hope y'all have a good night. And by the by, Cat would still beat Blackbeard.
Oh my god. I just told this man
drop moment
that the last person who probably had this ability may have very well been the reason why we can't find the One Piece. And he went, word. Cat still being Blackbeard. I hate y'all. Anyway.
Yo, it's so funny.
What you think about that though, Larry? You think I'm tripping? I might be too much onus on Blackbeard. I'll say that.
I think it's a pretty long shot. I'm not gonna lie. But I can see why it's interesting. it just depends on like, who had the darkness fruit before that. You got to make something up for that. We know it's not Emu. Blackbeard did say the darkness fruit was in the devil fruit encyclopedia, so he, obviously somebody had it. I mean, it's just a lot of, you're gonna have to pull a lot out of your butt in order to make it sound like fire and legit.
Listen. I'm already. The wheels are turning up here. Okay, I got Davy Jones connections. I'm making it happen. I'll see if I can make a real theory out of it. I'll see.
Seb, I'm gonna jump on my phone. Okay.
Okay. All right. All right. I actually don't know what he meant by jump on his phone.
I think he means he's switching over from being on his PC in the Discord to hopping on Discord on his phone and being in the call.
Okay. I thought. All right. Never mind.
Possibly. Yeah.
Monkey 556. I don't know how Roger found it. I don't. I'd have to figure that part out. That's part of the theory. You know
Hey, I mean, if you want to be technical, it could be. Well, no, because I was gonna say I'm assuming the Yami was probably Davy Jones fruit.
Yeah, that's where I was
And
going. With it.
Well, no, what I was gonna say was it could be that the former user was a part of Joy Boy's crew at some point, and yeah, you go off that. But yeah, there's a lot.
I'll think about it. Bye. Let's get the next caller in here. Eclipse, you in the wrong room, man. Guys, bruh. Anyway, I can't remember who was next. I feel like LooseDog or Sunnit. I'll go with Sunnit. Sunnit, you there?
Yo.
What's going on, man?
What's going on, guys?
Can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. All right. But how you been?
Chilling, man. I had a long weekend of partying and debauchery, but it was a good time. Came back, was able to make the stream yesterday. Good time.
I hear you. No. Okay, I had how can I phrase this? I have a quiz for you.
A quiz, okay.
And it contains 5 questions about One Piece, so I'm gonna test your knowledge.
All right, hold on. Let me set up the topic. Let me set the topic up. Sunnit's quiz.
Okay. Oh no, is Larry still here?
Nah, he had to jump. He said he was gonna jump. I think he's gonna join back on his phone, but I don't know. He probably got some stuff going on.
Then it's on you and Twilight. All right. First question is, what year did Mont Blanc Noland first step foot on Jaya?
Oh my god, bro! What year?
You guys, a year? Yeah, I'm out of this one.
You're out of your goddamn mind. You think I know this? Hold on. It's funny because I feel like I did used to know this. Because the One Piece world has different ages and years. I think we're in like year 1100 something. I don't remember, bro. It's like, yeah. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god.
You can tell me the date. It's also right.
I don't know who you think I am, Sunnit.
I was about to say it.
I don't remember things that I heard 2 days ago. You think I remember the date that Mont Blanc Noland showed up on Jaya, bro?
Then these questions might be too hard for you, Sam.
Insane, bro. All right. So the year, I'm gonna go with 1400.
I'm gonna say 837.
Yeah, Seb was the closest. It was the year 1122.
I knew it was 11 something. I said 11 earlier. Oh my god. I was gonna say 1130. Jesus.
Yeah,
okay.
It was revealed in chapter 287, I think. So it's quite a while ago. Maybe you got the next one. Maybe.
Doubtful.
Next
you started off with one of the hardest questions I've ever heard.
Then you're in for a trip, Sam.
Oh my god.
All right. What city did CP9 first travel to after their defeat at Ennis Lobby?
Oh my god, it's in that cover story, man. They even go bowling. What is the name of that city? Oh my god.
I'll give you the chapter. It's around 427.
It's not gonna help me, man. The name of the city?
Yeah, island city. I don't know. I think it's an island.
Knowing Oda, the city's name probably has some reference to either being defeated or to like Lucci as a character or something. I don't know, man. I don't know. Larry he'd have an even worse time doing this to me, I think. Jeez, the name of the city. Redemption City. I don't know, man. That's what I'm going with. Redemption City. Recovery City. Something like that. I don't know.
Twilight, you got an idea?
Genuinely none.
It's Saint Poplar.
Saint Pop. Oh, I did know that. I heard that before. Saint Poplar. Oh my god. I'm not gonna use chat to cheat, guys. I'm not gonna use chat. I'm minimizing this window. I'm not using chat. Listen. Okay, Saint Poplar. Does that have any significant meaning? Was I anywhere close with my thought process at least? No? No, probably not.
What did you say, Seb?
Does Saint Poplar have any significant meaning in like pop culture in reference to what I was saying about like it means redemption or recovery or something like that? No, probably not.
Honestly, we didn't know much about Saint Poplar.
Okay. All right. Next question, man. Larry, I hope you're hearing these questions. They're insane.
I just got
also,
this man thinks he thinks I'm Library of O'Hara over here, bro. Or Tekking.
I picked up the manga at Wano, so I have no idea about any of the old cover stories.
Oh man.
Okay. The next question is a little bit newer. So, who was the ruler of Mokomo Dukedom during Odin's flashback?
Oh, he was like a sheep or a goat, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh my god. I need his name? How do you say goat in Japanese? I don't know, man.
Basan?
It's probably something like that, yo.
It comes close.
Isn't like Hitsu-Gitsu-kan or something like that?
Hey, you're right. Let's go, Larry.
Okay. Larry off camera. I don't believe him. I don't believe he knew that off the top of the dome.
I'm driving.
Oh, yeah? All right. Okay. Listen, I don't know how you knew that, but more power to you. Larry, you got one. I got none. Wait.
Yeah, I got none also.
Is that dude, the first question was what year did Mont Blanc Nolan travel to Jaya? The year in One Piece timeline, bro.
Wasn't it like 433 or something?
It was 1123 or something like 22.
22, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it was 423 before our current time. Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking because I know we're like what in the 1500.
Yeah, right, something like that. So,
see,
Larry would have got two, or at least been close. Yeah, hit us with the next one. Maybe Larry got that one too.
Now, next one is a lot easier. It's
Hold on. So we're around 1522 currently.
Okay, so 400.
And that
years
year
ago.
was 1120. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. Next question. It is, what is the currency in Skypiea called?
What is the what?
The currency of Skypiea. It's not the currency, like the money. It's not dials. Oh my god, I used to know this. It's not dials. They're doing the thing with their head like this.
I don't know, bro.
Currency of Skypiea? Twilight, you got that? Probably not.
No.
Oh man. Fake fan over here. It's terrible. I'm terrible.
No,
It's not
it's called
berries, obviously.
Extol.
Repeat that?
Shells?
Extol. Extol.
X-tools.
So one berry was 10,000 Extol.
I feel like I do remember that. That probably has some sort of sky or cloud relevance in terms of name nomenclature, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what it means, to be honest.
Okay, last one. Hit me.
Last one.
Terrible.
This might be a bit hard, so take your time. Sir. It is, who named the island Little Garden?
Who named the
And it's not
island
Dorian
Little
Bogus.
Garden? Who named the island Little Garden? Who named it?
Oda?
Wasn't that one Nolan?
No, it wasn't.
It's okay, so it's either you're saying it's not Dorian Broggy. I'm wondering if it's one of the people who was on the ship with them when they dropped.
It's
them off.
Arno, bro.
Arnold.
Oh, is it?
That's who I was thinking of.
Lewis Arnold.
Arnold.
Yeah.
Arnold was who I was thinking of,
Louis
not Nolan.
Arnold, yeah.
Because we got it. We heard him twice. We heard him during Little Garden and then on Elbath.
Yeah, Elbath was what made me think of it.
I might have.
Yes,
I
sir.
might have got there eventually. Maybe.
Arno, whatever you
Arno.
want, however you pronounce it.
Yo, Sunnit,
Yeah, it was.
these are fun, man. They're crazy difficult, but those are fun.
Yeah, my bad. I was like, let me see your knowledge. Small knowledge check.
Where did you get these from? You created them yourself, or like you like found a super hard One Piece quiz out there?
No, I was I saw a clip of One Piece questions. Like there was a little podcast. I don't know from who it was, and it got me thinking. Like, hey, I know a podcast who to ask these types of questions.
Listen, I'd love to do it again. Maybe lower the difficulty on your boy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. Y'all getting old. My bad. I forgot.
Ouch.
Yo, oh man, Larry said Oda.
Hey, technically not wrong. You're technically not wrong.
Oda.
I'll do the. I still have my character analysis. I'll do that next week. And
okay, all right. Looking forward to it, man.
Thank you all, boys.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
All right. We did get another super chat that came in. Guys, like the stream if you haven't already. It does help with the YouTube algorithm. We got 5 from Mo D. Luffy. It says, Emu wiped out Isperia because those Ricky saxophones were starting to get loud. Boy petrified. Also, Nixon 5, we still live. Give me a chopped Wemby with fox fries. Yeah, too funny. Listen. Nixon 5 until we die, bro. Greatest sports year ever, man. 2 championships in 1 year. Come on, man. Who do it like us? Nobody. After 53 years? Crazy. And we just re-signed Muhammad, man. I don't know if Mo D is from Muhammad Diawara, but that's my boy. You know what I'm saying? Keep the boys young here, man. Keep the young in here. Oh, man. I can't believe I sold on that quiz that hard. That was crazy. But all right. Next up, let's get LooseDog in here. I feel like it was either him or Fallen that was next. Loose, you there?
Sorry, I was deafened. Hello.
How's it going, man?
What's up?
Chilling, bro. Chilling.
All right. Well, I know there's a time crunch, so I'll get right into it.
Yeah.
All right. Title card, TOPT's Furious 5. And so, as someone who's been watching for a while, I have noticed that the 5 characters that heat y'all up the most: Blackbeard, Marco, Kid, Katakuri,
And who?
I
Was the last
think
one?
I said, sorry, my mic came up. But Ray League, I said was the 5th one. Now
Is it
I'm
Rayleigh? I don't
asking.
know if it's Rayleigh. I don't know if it's Rayleigh.
I was gonna say
Mihawk,
Ray
I feel
League's
like
kinda-
would.
I was gonna say Mihawk, but y'all generally kind of agree on him. You mostly argue with the fans.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess Ray League's been heating me up recently, the conversation, so that's maybe I put him in as a bias. But I guess, yeah, my question, is there anyone there you would swap? And how would you rank these people in terms of how angry they make you when you argue about them?
So the characters never make me angry. That's one. The characters themselves never do. It's the stuff
passionate, maybe.
Yeah, the stuff that is said in regards to these characters that will bother me. I would, if I was replacing one, I think the replacement would have to be Odin.
Okay, Odin's fair.
Yeah, because
with the recent, there was some recent conversations.
I don't think we've had those level of heights with some of the others. It's just consistent. But like Odin has been like, yo, he can swat a Bajrang gun. He could fight and defeat Mihawk. He can do this and this with Shanks. Like it's just triggered a lot of like visceral reaction from some of us. I think recently Larry chopped up the Odin versus Shanks conversation. I know that even at the beginning of the pod, it was a whole thing. I said like, yo, I don't think Odin's top 20 all time. Lana said I was crazy. I was clearly right, but whatever. I would have to put Odin there. I would say Zoro's another one I might pop in there just because we've had a lot of arguments regarding Zoro and different characters. Depending on the time of day, Sabo's another one. I would probably swap. Like I don't think it's Rayleigh. I definitely don't think it's Rayleigh. I think there's a decent amount of characters we could swap Rayleigh for. That have set the podcast off in terms of reaction. And that's not just us, though. Big Mom, another one. Big Mom's another one. Rocks is another one recently that comes to mind. There's a lot of disagreement in where he ranks or his scaling. I think for the most part, we all kind of like Rocks. Oh, man, they're putting Queen in the chat. That's more me specifically.
I guess I had Ray League mainly because of the top 30.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think Ray League had some visceral reactions from a lot of people with certain takes and whatnot. But I understand putting Odin as well.
I think Dragon's another one that could be added. I remember Larry had a legendary crash out when we tried to do our original top 30, and me and the twins were trying to put Dragon on there, and Larry. I don't think I've ever seen Larry. That was the first true Larry crash out on the TOPT, I think. I don't know that he crashed out that hard at any point before that. Before us trying to put Dragon on the top 30.
It's so funny because I had this question and like yesterday's podcast was just so perfect because you hit like 4 marks all in that one topic. You talked about Blackbeard, Katakuri, Marco, and Kid all in that one single argument. And I was just thinking like, oh my God, this is so funny. And yeah, coming up with the 5th one was a little tough, but those 4, like I know the main fire starters.
Yeah. It's never the character. It's just the things that we have all said about the characters that trigger us.
Yeah.
Or at least things that have been said. Like, I think a lot of the Sabo glazing has come from other people. You know, I don't necessarily think it was us. And that sparked us to kind of go off on like our friends Rob. Even Brooke has sparked some stuff with Preston where we were like, yo, what are you talking about? Like, you know. Yeah. Yeah. What's your favorite of us that we debate about? Which of those characters is your favorite to hear us yap about?
I honestly love the Kid yap.
Okay.
Because I'm someone who has loved Kid because I just loved the idea of Luffy having 2 rivals, sort of that parallel. I was someone who thought Kid would kind of get some sort of semblance of an arc, kind of like Law did. But I don't hate that it didn't happen. And over time, as more arguments have come out with Kid, I feel like I'm being pulled over to the dark side a little bit, where I'm like, Kid is overrated. Oh my gosh. And then so I don't know. I've had fun hearing those. And I will tell you the ones I hate the most, or the ones that get me fired up the most, is Katakuri. And I know you're gonna agree with me just because I know the Katakuri hate gets the Katakuri stuff kind of gets you going, but I'm sort of just in that same boat where it's like when Lionel said Katakuri beats Akainu, I was like, what is happening? I was just, and so that
The
stuff like that.
The plot was lost that day, man.
Yeah, so just things like that is just those ones get me. I guess Katakuri arguments I get more invested in, but the kid arguments, I guess, I don't know. They're more. I like more. I don't know how to put it.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Let us know who y'all think our biggest heated debates are in the chat. I like the top Furious 5. That's a funny title card for that one. Marco's probably top one though. Marco or Blackbeard. I think it happens the most often with them, and it gets the most heated.
It's Blackbeard by a long shot. I'm sorry.
Think?
It's like
then that's on me
guys,
then.
I think I literally like. I think if you count it, Blackbeard has come up in every episode for like God knows how long. I really don't even know. I think it maybe since you guys came out. Like who even knows? I think you could actually go back and see, but who knows?
I think
we hear Blackbeard all the time.
I think that has more to do with him just being an interesting character / always relevant in some way. Like people look at him as a potential final villain. Like he'll always have relevance until he's out, right? And there's so many.
Holy glaze.
What?
Dude, come on. You said relevance?
I think absolutely. Dude,
the reason
you
why
just hate the cherry pie scene. You hate the cherry pie scene,
things, bro.
No. I'm saying he mentioned why the Blackbeard is always brought up in every episode. We don't always just bring him up. I don't always just bring him up. He gets super chatted about. You think that's specifically because we crash out every time? No, bro.
It's never about, yo, what is Blackbeard doing next? It's like, yo, Blackbeard, you could beat this person, and Sebastian's like, yo, no diff, yo, just because I say so.
And then we have dudes like you, like, yeah, Cat could beat him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I won't spark anything. I won't spark another pick.
You see what I'm dealing with, bro. You see what I'm dealing with.
I do love the Blackbeard debates because I think he is shrouded in so much mystery that it can go either way. And so it's like, I do, like Larry in the past has brought up that it's like Blackbeard's just gonna, like, you know, he doesn't have to be strong right now. He's always been consistent saying that, and that he may get a sort of major power up in the future. And I think that's also possible. I think it could be written both ways. The fact that we just haven't seen Blackbeard on panel enough just kind of lets any interpretation be the truth. And so I think that's why it's Blackbeard can be talked about so much and to be so back and forth is because, I mean, we just haven't seen enough of him, plainly enough. And it's also just how much people love him at the end of the day. I think the core of it is really just how much you love the cherry pie scene. As someone who loves the cherry pie scene, I think Blackbeard's definitely going to be a late game entity who's just going to be it's going to be awesome. But, you know, that's to whatever the reader believes.
Yeah. But Loose.
Yeah.
Almost sparked another Furious 5 discussion today.
Yeah. I'll get out of here.
Yeah,
Thank y'all for your time. Thank you.
All right. We did get another super chat. It says $10 from P-Man94. Yesterday, you brought up the possibility of Logias being secret zones. Thoughts on Kuzan, the blue pheasant, possibly being something like Articuno, the mythical blue pheasant from Pokemon? Well, 1, I don't know what that is. And 2, I don't believe that's the case for like most Logias. I think it could be the case with somebody like, I guess you'd have to had already had a Logia revealed to us for it to have, or for it to hit as hard, for it to have secretly been something else, right? I guess it would only really be the Admirals that could do it. Or maybe like a Nell being like the Zeus. You know what I mean? Something like that.
So, just to inform you, Seb. So, the Articuno is part of the 3 legendary birds. There's Articuno, who's the ice bird, Zapdos, who's the lightning bird, and then Moltres, who's the fire bird. So they resemble the three admirals to some degree. So if they were like mythical animals, they could be mythical like birds, you know?
So to my understanding, and maybe there is a correlation here. But like the animal motif for the three admirals is based off of the legendary Japanese story, right? The pheasant, the monkey, and the dog, or whatever. But that doesn't mean Oda's not cross matching here. And honestly, Oda probably the type that played a little bit of Pokemon. So, but what are these? Are they based off of anything like in deeper lore? Like are they like is it like a phoenix? Like what is that?
No, they're just birds. I don't know anything else about them except that they're legendary, and if they like wild out, they could destroy the world.
Okay, I'm like looking up their image right now so I can get a view.
Yeah, they're definitely not phoenixes or anything.
Okay, I mean one got flames on them. No,
still not a phoenix.
Not a phoenix. Okay.
See, a phoenix in general is a bird entirely I was gonna say entirely made of flame to a degree. Like they, in their essence, are fire. Whereas like Moltres is just a flaming bird.
Do these Pokemons evolve?
No legendary. I'm not gonna say no legendary evolves, but very, very, very few legendaries evolve.
Put it this way, Seb. The ones that were legendary during our time, they didn't evolve, but now they do.
Okay.
Yeah, and even nowadays, I'd say I can only think of like 2, maybe 3 right off the top of my head.
Okay. Mewtwo ever evolved past Mewtwo? No, I guess Mewtwo is the evolved version now.
Yeah, well, Mew is that gets kind of convoluted, but technically no. Mewtwo is an evolved form.
Mewtwo does evolve though.
If you Mega, are we talking about Mega evolutions?
So say, listen, does he evolve or not? Okay, what's up?
Standardly, without a stone, no. Like Mega evolution is a whole other concept, and they don't stay in that form. It's just a form that they can get evolved into.
Okay. All right. I mean, yeah, I just don't know much about that. But it would be cool if there was some Logias that could, were hidden mythical zones, I guess. Maybe that's getting played out a little bit. We're starting to see it a decent chunk now. But I don't know. We did get another super chat, $2 from T-Raw. It says, Seb don't know Articuno? Uncultured, thanks, Larry. Yeah, man, I was never a big Pokemon guy. I didn't watch it. I loved the opening song, like most people did. But I wasn't really into it. I really wasn't. And I also think that Pokemon fandom is weird overall. I've said it on other podcasts, other streams, other channels. I think that Pokemon is just exotic cockfighting with a dangerous species. And I think that's weird. And it's also weird that the people that love Pokemon are also animal lovers. And I'm like, yo, these guys are just fighting animals against each other to the death.
You want to hear a crazy theory?
Hit me.
So in the Pokemon world, they're the creator of the universe. It's like Arceus or Arceus or something like that.
Arceus.
All right, yeah, thank you. And basically what it means is most likely humans in the Poke world are also Pokemon.
What? Like, hold on.
He's not wrong.
What?
Yeah. It means humans are probably Pokemon themselves, bro. So Arceus split, I wouldn't say it split itself, but it created, 3 powers, Twilight? Or two powers.
Well,
one is
Dialga. See, I want to say is Arceus himself created Dialga and Palkia, if I remember right. But then also, what's his name? No, I'm spacing it. Because Dialga was space and time, or space, and Palkia was time. And Giratina, I think he also created as like light and dark.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Giratina? Spelled wrong?
Giratina.
Giratina. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about Pokemon. I just know that when Ash turned that cat back and swung on Mewtwo, that was cool. That was a dope moment in time. Shout out to Ash for that. Said forget all the Pokemon and all the playing around. We get those hands. He got bodied, but it was a cool moment.
She said, "Yo, Lawrence punches and horses, bro."
Listen, man. What Lawrence does in his free time is his business. Okay.
It's so funny that we are talking about Pokemon and Lawrence, because for a long time when Lawrence would go on these tirades and he wouldn't like be quiet and we were so over him, we would go, Lawrence. Lawrence.
Larry used to swear Lawrence was just a Pokemon. that's all.
So anytime he just kept going and going and going, all I kept saying was Lawrence.
Oh my god, that's so funny. I forgot about that. All right. We did get another super chat. $2 from Creator Keon. It says, Akainu, I'm the biggest bird. I don't know what that's in reference to. Wait. Ash swung on Lucario too? Ash be swinging, man. I got respect for Ash. I do. Is Ash a delinquent? Twilight?
No.
I don't know, man. He don't live at home. He out there fighting. He not going to school.
No Pokemon trainer lives at home. It defeats the whole purpose of being a Pokemon trainer. You got to go out and be the very best.
All right. Another 5 from Static Fears. Is this enough to be brought in? Love y'all. Yeah. What is your Discord name? The name on Discord. We might need that, bro. Might need that. If it is, join the call waiting room. And let me know. Like, at me on Discord if that's you. And then we got you. Right. Let's get the next caller in here. Let's get Fallen. Fallen, you there?
Yeah, what's up?
What's going on, bro? Talk to me.
Man, is Larry here?
Larry is indeed here.
Hey, man, I got some questions because I be throwing out some super chats lately and y'all keep messing up my guy, so I need an answer.
Cool. What's
I'm the one who keeps putting Benimaru in the chat. I keep forgetting to put Benimaru from Slime, not Benimaru from Fire Force.
Oh, from Slime.
Okay. Okay.
Wait,
yeah. I've been watching.
Parentheses then.
That might not have been him.
Because I was it was because I was in work. No. That FF one was not me. It was a few weeks ago. But
okay, my bad.
I've been following your Patreon thing, man, and I'm just excited. Just waiting for you to get to this second season. But I got some questions to see, how, like, if Benimaru, from what you've seen so far from Benimaru, how do you think, like how far you think you get in the One Piece first?
As of right now, what he did to the Orc army, I thought that was Rimuru lighting those big flames.
Yeah,
but
his hell
just seeing
flares?
that it was him. Yeah, just seeing it was him, I was like, holy crap. I was like, no way. I could see him being like a Shichibukai right now, like on that scale. Just off of that one move. But I haven't really seen anything else from him. Like, I haven't seen any speed feeds. I haven't seen him really fight. I just know that he couldn't beat the orc demon. So I'm like,
Well, I mean, you're like I said, you're relatively early. I'm just waiting. I was telling guys in the Discord, I can't wait till you hit that season 2, because from what I'm seeing now, and then the way you getting hyped with some of these characters, I don't want to spoil you at all, but I'm just saying, season 2, I think you're really gonna enjoy season 2, man.
Yeah, I was telling Seb and the boys, Listen, man, it's the first anime where I have more than a couple characters that I like. So it's a really good sign. So hopefully they watch it. I think Sebastian would honestly enjoy it more than the twins. It's just really funny.
Nah, he gonna enjoy Shion.
Yeah, that's my girl, bro.
He really gonna enjoy Shion.
Dude, I love Shion, man. She got that boa. She got that boa
That's
energy.
my girl. That's my girl, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, I really didn't have anything else to talk to other than pretty much the question about slime. I was just in the Discord going over the guys, you know, from our last pod. We got comments.
All right. Well, we appreciate the call, man. Larry, we can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying, like, I love all the Kijin. I think they're just really dope.
Yeah, Hakuro, man, that sword dude.
Yeah, I really love Zoe though. Zoe's the truth, bro.
He reminds me of like a cooler version of Sasuke. Not such a like just asshole. Just let's give me my orders. Let me get it done. I'm gonna disappear. But I'll pop back up, bro. I'll pop back up and let you know it's done.
Yeah, you know what? I'm starting to realize I have a taste in men. Pause.
What?
hey, yo.
Hey, I'm just saying.
I like EA too, bro.
Who?
Hiei from Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like Yusuke more, but I do like Hiei second. So
I just like the like Soei's attacks, man. That thread. He so many uses, so much uses you wouldn't even think about for his attack. But
bro, the things I would do with that to Shion would be wild, bro.
Oh, nah, bro. You don't want to look.
Pause.
Hey, yo.
Who is it? Straw Hat? I mean, one of the mods. I forgot who told you to watch it, bro. You can mess with Shion for a little bit, but cool down, bro. Cool down. You don't be rude to Shion. Don't say anything about Rimuru, and you good. If you break those two rules, bro, she gonna have you trying some horrible food. You might get some poison resistance like Gobta. Or you gonna get hit with that Tetsaiga she be rolling around with. But yeah, that's it, guys.
All right, Fallen. Appreciate you calling, man. Have a good night.
All right, you too.
All right, we got a couple more super chats that came in. We got 20 gifted memberships from Agent Q. Agent, thank you so much for that, man. Really appreciate it. Yeah, throw the Nakama fist up in chat. Every 5 gifted is another call-in. So essentially, or another potential call-in. So I think that opens up the spot for one of the people in the waiting room. I think there's one person, so I got them dropped in here. So thank you. Throw the Nakama fist up. Throw the emojis up for Agent Q. We got another 2 from Jada Rude. Ash goes to the School of Hard Knocks. Yeah, man. Shout out to Ash. Another 5 from J2X's. Lawrence low-key got the Hito no Mi model Derek Washington when he fired up. That's funny. That's funny, man. Lawrence be tweaking, man. I'm sorry. He was wilding yesterday. And then we got another 5 from TDK Gaming Mobile. It says, I have a red line theory I would love to share. Discord name is TDK700. Yeah, I saw you in there after I read the super chat. I dragged you up. So hopefully we can get to you soon-ish. But let's get to the other callers that have been waiting. Let's get GrifGrif in here. GrifGrif, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Talk to me, man.
All right, so this is something I meant to come in with like a couple weeks ago, but specifically like the last stream, my internet got cut out for literally it came right back in right as you guys ended the stream. But I wanted to talk about devil fruits and one of the ways that we can get around some of Oda's narrative and writing about some of the devil fruits not being weak to Haki. And it's the fact that like we've heard a lot about devil fruits having wills, and we know Haki has a lot to do with will. So if a devil fruit has a strong enough will, that can translate to Haki and make it like basically immune to certain levels of Haki. So like Luffy's fruit is probably the perfect example because when he went Gear 5, I don't think we've seen a strong enough Haki yet that's like affected him in Gear 5. Like when he fought Kaido, he was receiving attacks that were Haki based, but his rubber was still bending around it.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't like the Haki didn't make him not rubberize.
Right.
And it's probably because the Nika fruit having such a strong will is just giving him a base level of Haki where he's able to resist that stuff. So it's not even just his personal Haki, it's the fruit's Haki itself. And that could be a way for Blackbeard specifically to be able to get to the end game without having to receive a bunch of Haki buffs, even though I think he probably is going to get some.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be the devil fruit person, and he's going to get around the high levels of Haki because he's going to have a certain number of devil fruits, whether it be 2 or whether he gets another one or whatever. And those devil fruits, one of them is Whitebeard's, and like Whitebeard carried this fruit for years and was named the world's strongest man. And if we think of what could give a fruit its will, like we know Nika, like the Zoans probably get their wills from like the characters that maybe wouldn't, like I know we don't know that Nika was a real person, but if he was, then the will and the fruit probably came from the person. But like for the concepts like earthquakes or like the Paramecias and then the Logias, it could be something similar to like what Chainsaw Man has, where the devil's powers in Chainsaw Man are based on the fear, like how much you fear something, that's how much power the devil has. Or in One Piece, it could be something like dreams, like how much there are dreams about that object or how much people think about the object or something like that, that gives it the power. And Whitebeard carrying this fruit around for so many years being called the world's strongest man and people saying that he could destroy the world with his fruit, like that gives that fruit a lot of power, meaning that Blackbeard, who now has the fruit, has all of that power that was put into it. And then you look at things like which is probably why Law is as strong as he is. And it seems like some aspects of his fruit, I mean, we've saw his fruit get counterbalanced by Haki a little bit more than others, but he's able to do some things to people who have Haki. And I think the awakening may even bring out more of the will of the fruit, which may explain why you get more powers, is because more of the will of the fruit is acting. So that may be why that the awakening powers seem to work where the non-awakening powers don't. Like Kid was able to assign Big Mom, but Law wasn't able to teleport him. Because it's an awakening power and not just a regular devil fruit power. But all of this is like, and it's another thing that could explain why Luffy and Loki weren't able to be dummy reversied, because they have fruits that have a will that gives them a base amount of resistance against the dummy reversing, where like somebody who has a weaker fruit may not get that. And it could also, like, finally explain how Luffy, like the avenue for Luffy to be able to defeat Emu. Because Emu is a person who has this basically top tier fruit. He's been alive for at least 800 years, so his Haki has to be the top of the verse. And considering the strength of Joy Boy, he's been that strong since 800 years ago. So if for someone like Luffy to be able to catch up to him, you have to have some kind of previous power being given to Luffy that's maybe not Luffy's own. And that could be the will from the Nika fruit. Like kind of counterbalancing and allowing Luffy to be able to get onto the level of Emu. So thoughts on that?
I don't. Well, I agree that the devil fruit seemingly having a will of their own could have some sort of like impact on these instances that we're seeing. I guess for me, it's more like, to me, the devil fruit's will can either enhance the person's power or ruin the person's power. You know what I mean? Like, if your will is so in line or in tune with the nature of the Devil Fruit's will, then it'll enhance your power. And if it's not, or it's not strong enough to deal with it, it'll make you weaker. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I've always viewed it as far as the wills of Devil Fruits. You did make me think about Emu and that instance where he couldn't Daimi Reverse Luffy and Loki, and whether that's a Devil Fruit's will situation, like refuting it, like if it's an ancient will of these two ancient Zoan or mythical Devil Fruits that they have. My mind also went to maybe it's because they're both awakened, and if they weren't awakened, they would have just been Daimi Reversi'd. I always thought that just having a Devil Fruit was too simple. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe the fact that it's awakened could be why. And then that would tie into the willpower piece that would be needed to awaken these types of fruits, and the will of those fruits themselves bucking back against, like the awakened will of these Devil Fruits themselves bucking back against somebody that they've probably have ancient beef with in the first place. So I like the thought process. I do struggle with the notion that you ended with, like Luffy needs this like ancient power to help him versus his own power. I kind of don't know if I love that notion in the first place, but I guess we're kind of already living in that, in the sense
Right,
of
because
like
the Devil Fruits kind of act like that to begin with.
So I don't know. Maybe I have to check myself in my willingness to accept things. But when I heard you say it, I was like, ugh, I don't like that.
Well, and the apprehension probably comes from like what happened in Naruto when, like, because everybody was like, once Naruto gained like the Ninja Jesus powers, everybody was apprehensive because it was this power up that came out of nowhere. But I think it's a little bit better in One Piece because it's been built up that Luffy is Joy Boy, like the reincarnation of Joy Boy. Joy Boy being basically probably the reincarnation of Nika. So like this long line of like inherited wills where Luffy is like, and he's working to, like, it's not like in Naruto where Naruto was just given the power, like just handed the power. Like Luffy's had to work towards it. Like he still isn't fully able to use Gear 5 without any kind of limitations, where we can assume that Joy Boy was able to. And Nika being Nika was like just already the power. So I think it's a little less forced, I would say, than it was in Naruto. But I think that's always the apprehension because we want to not, like, this is Luffy. We're not talking about Nika. We're not talking about Joy Boy. We're talking about Luffy, and it needs to be Luffy's story and not these other people's stories. So that I think that's the line that we need to tread, or if Oda is to go down that path, that's the line that needs to be tread, is to keep it about Luffy, which I think he's done a good job about by having Luffy like when the robot was like, "Who are you?" He's like, "I'm Monkey D. Luffy," and like he doesn't care when people say he's Nika and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean him not caring and him not being that are two different things. You know what I'm saying? But it's what it is. But yeah, that's really all I had to say.
Yep.
Griff, you have a good night, man.
You too.
Snap. All right, we did get another 5 from J2X's. It says, plot twist theory. It wasn't Blackbeard or the revolutionaries attacking the Holy Land. It was Cross Guild with a bunny emoji. Interesting. That's pretty interesting. I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know. To me, Cross Guild's having its head up with the Marines itself. I don't know that they're going after the Holy Land. I don't know that's helpful to them in what they're trying to do. I feel like in part Oda created the Cross Guild as a whole so that it'll be a situation where like the Marines, this is what the Marines are doing. It's allowing all this other crazy stuff to happen because the Marines are preoccupied with what's happening with Cross Guild. Like they have to account for it. They're being attacked. They're being targeted. They have to deal with it. They're not just kind of sitting on their hands and allowing for Luffy to become Pirate King, allowing for Blackbeard to steal ancient weapons, allowing for whatever else is happening. They're kind of actively dealing with something that's causing them issues. So I think that's part of the reason why Cross Guild exists. So I don't think their target would be the Holy Land. That's a little too I don't see the cost analysis. I don't think the cost benefit there for them specifically, but maybe I'm missing something. So I don't know. All right. Next caller, DiamondLife. Diamond, you there?
Huh?
Diamond.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir. Talk to me, man.
Hello? All right, hold on.
Yo.
Yeah, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, yeah, how y'all doing today?
Chilling, man. Chilling. A little tired, but I'll be all right.
I gotta ask, what's up with yesterday's stream?
Lawrence has issues with Marco.
That's the thing I don't get. Like the four characters that majority of y'all don't like is Kid, Marco, Sabo, and Blackbeard, but they're the ones y'all bring up the most.
It's not us. Y'all be super chatting about them. And then we can't hide our opinions. That's really all it is. We struggle doing that.
Honestly, that's the fun part. I can't lie.
Mm-hmm.
I tuned in just because I was working and it was kind of going on for a little too long. But Lawrence's hate for Marco is undisputed.
Yeah, bro. I just don't think he's objective at all when it comes to Marco. He said that Garp put the same amount of force in his punch that he hit Luffy with as a joke in Water 7 to what he did to Marco. So I don't know. You do with that information what you will, bro.
I mean, I guess pre-skipped Luffy over Marco because Marco got sent flying from that attack and Luffy just got a bump.
Mm-hmm. Lawrence logic, bro. It's something I said a long time ago. That law just stands for loud and raw. So.
Damn. Honestly, that was a pretty fire thing you came up with. You should use that more often.
He got so mad at me when I used it. I was like, I'm not going to use this anymore. Clearly, he's sensitive about it, and that got him even madder. So.
Nah, you gotta do it on stream because there's cameras watching. So if anything goes down, you got proof.
All right, what's up, Diamond? Talk to me.
Yeah. This is just a little Blackbeard. The tower like defending or whatever, because like a lot of people miss pre-skip when Luffy had to figure out how to attack Logias, how to attack Crocodile, and he had to like wet his hands with water or blood, and then how to use a nail to how to turn off his brain to actually like hurt him, so his attacks wouldn't be predicted. And it's just kind of crazy because like Viper found the easy way out because he was like, damn, I can't really use Haki like that to touch Devil Fruit users. And the easiest way to solve that issue to find a Devil Fruit that could do the work for him. And then, people don't like that. And then when internal damage came into the play, he doesn't have Conqueror's Haki. Perfect solution came up on his lap, the Quake Fruit. He's able to do inward and outward emission with that fruit. And it's just like, if y'all don't like Blackbeard's, what's the word I'm looking for? Is like leaps in power by just eating a couple of Devil Fruits to increase his overall strength. And like, y'all gotta respect it because in Baki, I don't know if anyone in the chat has read Baki. I'm sure, Seb, you, Larry, or the twins have read some of it, if not all of it.
I've seen a few episodes.
They don't shame the fighters that like use weapons or take a bunch of drugs to like experiment on their body like Jack. They respect all forms of like fighting. And like Baki is like one of, if not the best, like fighting like manga or like IP there is, because it's all just straight martial arts. So if y'all don't like Blackbeard just for taking the easy route, then just read Baki and understand that like the real fighters in that respect the fighters that use weapons or that cheat or that use like surprise attacks. even though it might not be a result of hard work, it's still like hard work and like their own efforts. Like not everyone has to go to an island and get trained by like OG like Rayleigh did with Luffy or Mihawk did with Zoro. Some people just jump in power, right?
Not everybody's allowed to do that. You know?
That's true.
Not everybody just has access to like a Rayleigh. Granted, Blackbeard, I suppose, could have asked Whitebeard to train him, but was he doing all that? Probably not. Was Whitebeard about to train? He wasn't training Ace. Ace was just fighting him, you know? So.
Yeah, plus, like, he's Rox's kid. Like, he's going to inherit some strength. And obviously, like, I think scientifically, like, the first, like, kid receives the majority of the parent's genes. I don't know the exact science. So, like, if Rox is supposed to be, you know, I mean, he is his monster. And I think Eris is her name. His mom, like, she's supposed to be, like, strong enough that, like, Rox could, like, let her go on her own for a little bit. Like, you know, Blackbeard is going to be nice even without Delphus. I mean, it took one attack from him and Ace felt like his head almost got chopped off. I mean, Shanks, who we seen him do what he did with Harold, like Blackbeard back then managed to land a sneak attack where he got blitzed and he never recovered from that attack. And let's not forget, like, that Shanks was able to fight Covet and Harold, even though he wasn't in his like right mind. Like, it's still an impressive feat. And also, like, I guess the second point I want to bring up, I used to hate people that said Shamrocks could be like as strong as Shanks. But then I started like rereading old chapters. And I think it's when I think Shanks frees Fisher's Tiger. I forget what chapter number that is, where they're talking about Shanks' potential. And like if he managed to get the Covenant, the same thing Harold got, that he's able to like be on par with Shamrock. So I think like Shamrock, I changed my mind about him, but I used to think he'd be like, I don't really know who to compare him to, like a bum that just has a lot of attack power. Maybe like a bad Nami. But now I actually think that he might be like skilled and could be potentially on that level. Obviously, he's going to be lacking in the Haki aspect. Because like, even though like I mentioned before, like with Baki, you could only get so far with training. It's the real life experience that helps you grow as a fighter. And from what we've seen, like Shamrock doesn't have a lot of that compared to Shanks because he was on the Roger Pirates and then he did his own crew. And then, you know, he, for one way or another, managed to stop Kaido from pulling up to like his wet dream, like a war between the strongest in the world. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I got for today.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that, Diamond. Just know, man, one day Blackbeard gonna stunt and they'll have to hopefully the apology is as loud as the disrespect was. You know? Probably won't be, but we'll see.
I mean, if you want to think about it, he beat Marco and the rest of the Whitebeard remnants. And like, it's still a debate if current Sanji, it could even beat Marco. And I think it was Larry or it might have been Law that thinks Sanji could be Blackbeard. So like, you know, Blackbeard is nice and he's gonna show everyone. He's gonna prove wrong.
Blackbeard been capable of fighting first commanders for a long time. Probably longer ago than even we realize. I'm talking pre-Yami. But we'll see.
I mean, I don't know about all that, man.
Listen,
the first commanders that were current in the story, you got someone who can see the future, someone with the ultimate defense.
Shanks' face says otherwise, man. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, how strong do you think Shanks was during the Herald backstory?
I don't know. Probably could have beat Cat though.
I mean, I guess you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
But let me tell it, I'm a glazer. I'm a Blackbeard glazer. This and that. But you know, I just don't see it, bro. I don't see what these little dudes got on Blackbeard for real.
No, they got minimal hockey showing, bro. It's like Pokemon. Like water beats fire, but if fire is significantly higher level than water, water's gonna lose. That's pretty much Blackbeard with like everyone that people think he loses to because they got hockey.
Yeah, man. Blackbeard and 5, man. Diamond, you have a good night.
All right, man. You too.
All right, let's get the next caller in here. Fallen, you already went, man. Out of here. Griff, you went already too, man. What y'all in my way? All right, let's get T-Raw in here. Actually, no. Tyler's been waiting longer than T-Raw. Tyler. Oh, snap. I went the wrong way. There we go.
Oh, sweet.
There we go. Tyler, talk to me, man.
What up?
Chilling,
Okay.
man.
Wait, was Larry here? Did he leave?
Yeah, Larry's like on the move. I'm pretty sure he went to go see his girl or something.
All right. I can excuse that then.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna do the wheel again after I did some editing to it.
You can do it. I mean, Twilight's here if you want me versus Twilight.
Yeah, I was say I'm here.
All right. We'll do
Still
that.
2 of us.
So we'll start off with the 3v3.
Okay.
And,
What do you call this wheel anyway? Is it a power scaling wheel? What do you call it?
Just the wheel of comp.
Mm-hmm.
Just competing with whoever.
The
you
wheel
get.
of comp. I like that.
Okay, wheel of comp.
I removed a lot of the really bad characters.
Why?
Like
Why?
I was saying why?
Why? I got hold last time, and now
Sam,
Twilight's safe. No.
You want me to add? I can add them back.
Listen, whatever you got right now, let it run. But just know, bring the trash characters back, okay?
All right. I'll bring them back next time.
Because you hold me, and now I gotta live with that.
you got hold last time.
My friend texted me the next day after that release, and he's like, "Bro, you hold." So
Hold
I was
me,
like,
bro.
"It's not me.
Absolute.
It's the wheel." All right, who wants to go first?
Twilight, you go first, man.
All right, Twilight gets first pick. Let's see.
And it's pick a number between what and what?
No, I spin a wheel and you get a random character.
Oh, okay.
All right, you got Cavendish. That's not bad for some of the characters on here.
Okay.
All right, so you're gonna get. You got Brooke.
Okay.
Oh,
that's a nice little matchup. Okay.
That is a good matchup.
Okay. Who we got? Brooke or Cavendish, y'all?
I got Brooke.
I got Brooke too, but it's not just because I have them.
Nah, I hate to say it, but even I have Brooke.
All right, Twilight, you got. Actually, I don't even know who that character was. Banshina?
Banshina? Who that?
Banshina.
I have no idea. I'll spin again. I have no idea who that is. Probably some like one episode character.
Probably somebody in like Amazon Lily or something.
It's Usopp's Banshina's Usopp's mom.
Oh no!
Oh my god! Twilight, you got lucky. I spun again. You got Gold Roger.
Oh my god!
Oh god!
Okay. Appreciate it. Nice.
You still have a chance. There's
you still have a chance.
And rocks.
Mm-hmm.
You got Saint Mars.
Okay, that's a start.
It's
not enough, but I'll take it.
All right, Twilight. Here's your last character. Virgo.
Huh? Give me
All
Garp.
right, so
Give me Garp. Give me some heavy hitters,
Yeah.
man. Give me something.
Cavendish, Virgo, and Gold Roger. Seb gets Hyogoro the Flower.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so do I get Hyogoro in his prime?
Yeah, it's all prime.
All prime? Okay. Damn, that means it's prime Roger.
It's also prime Mars though.
What even is that?
I don't know, but
Yeah, I was gonna say, as far as we know, he's still in his prime.
Okay.
He's probably never
Technically.
left it.
Okay. Do I win? It's a 3v3, right? I feel like my 1 and my 3 might win versus like Hyogoro might beat Virgo in his prime, and
Brooks beating
we kind of
Cavendish.
said Brooke would beat Cavendish. I think it'll be a good fight though. I think it'd be close.
I think it'd be hard
But
to
if I had to put money on it, I feel like Roger takes out Mars and like.
Do you think he? You think he figures it out how to take him down like permanently?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I do too. That's not biasy.
I just do, bro. And after that, like, can I win 2-1, or do all my characters have to beat all of his characters?
All v all. So your whole team has to go down.
Yeah, so it's GG's, bro. I think Roger pulls the dub.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think Roger. I think I get that dub.
That's crazy.
You don't think Mars beats Roger down a little bit?
No.
You think it's like easy diff for Roger?
Even if it's extreme diff, it wouldn't matter after that, because there's nothing that Cavendish, there's nothing that Brooke or Hyogoro would be able to do, even if they won their matchups easily.
You don't think Brooke could hit a humming slash on him like super quick after he's already been beat down on?
No. Even if he did, I don't think he'd die from it. Like, no.
You just be like, oh, ow.
Yeah, we got in the chat, Roger alone would mid-diff all 5 of these other characters. Like, yeah, bro. Like, it's Roger, bro. I needed a Garp. I needed something. You gave me Hyogoro.
You needed like a rock.
Mars is interesting, at least.
It is.
I was like...
Okay, so I always do win conditions. And you know me, you know what I'm saying? Because I have a Gorosei member, they can summon other Gorosei members if need be.
Oh.
So now Roger got to fight the 5 of them.
Can't he summon Emu too?
Like, I was gonna say on God Valley. No, I was gonna say on God Valley they had to summon Emu.
I wasn't gonna go that far. I feel like that's unfair. I'm gonna stick with the other 5 Gorosei, which is obviously clearly also not fair. But now who y'all got? Roger. Who you got? Roger, Virgo, and Cavendish.
1v7.
1v7 versus Brooke, the 5 Gorosei, and Hyogoro the Flower. What now?
I think you'd win with all 5.
Let's go.
That's too much to deal with.
It's in the kit.
But is that fair and reasonable? Though?
Yes.
Unless we are thinking that Roger's Haki is just at that level, or his Conquerors is at that level.
I don't think he's taking all 5.
Low-key, the argument can be made that he would still win.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, there's an argument that he could still win.
I don't know.
That would definitely be a high to extreme diff fight.
I don't think so.
But
I think Roger would lose that, especially because Roger
like a fully healthy.
Ships.
You said prime Roger.
Yeah, I would say prime unsick Roger.
Prime Roger couldn't even beat 50 ships from Shiki. He had to get saved.
I mean, are they on sea? Like, what's up?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Because to me, the thought process with that was always more so Roger would have struggled to protect the ship. Like, his ship was in danger. And maybe that's me being a Roger Glazer.
It makes sense because he cares for his possession. Like, that's like his home. Like that's a family member to a degree. Look at how Luffy and them cared for the Going Merry. Like,
yeah. I guess.
And in this case, like, the Roger Pirates didn't have a lot of like Devil Fruit members. Seemingly, it's like, we're just kind of in a non-advantageous situation where we're on our ship. Our ship is surrounded by basically a whole Yonko fleet, and Shiki, who himself is probably near Yonko level. And it's like, we don't have people who can fly. We don't have people who can lift this ship and teleport it. We don't have technology to move the ship. It's
we just gotta defend it.
We
just gotta defend it.
Yeah,
you got a bunch of hockey chuckers.
It was basically like the equivalent of like escort missions in video games, where like you're not as strong as you are because you have something hindering you from going all out.
Yeah, so it's like the ship. Yeah, bro. It was a ship. If they were in the same situation, it was the Roger Pirates versus Shicky's crew, and they were just fighting on land. I don't think the narrator's like, oh, weather was needed for Roger to survive this. Roger has taken on entire kingdoms because people laughed at his Nakama before. Like it's just not the same to me.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right, you want to run another one?
Let's run one more, real quick.
All right. You want to go? You get first this time, Seb?
Yeah, give me first dibs.
All right. Your first pull is Psy.
I'm still in that mid tier. I'm not loving it.
Yep.
Okay. I'll take it though.
All right. Twilight. You got Hachi.
Okay,
Oof.
I got that.
Okay.
That's a dub for me. I'll take that.
All right, Seb, you're getting Corona. Oh no.
Okay. There's some hacks there. I know that's Twilight's girl.
Yeah, there's...
And I got your girl, man. I got your girl, man. What you want to do?
Twilight.
He loves Corona. He loves Corona.
Oh.
I got your girl. That's like top 1 for him, and I got her.
That's already.
Heck no. He's gonna forfeit the match. Just
I was about to say, how about the forfeit?
We got your girl at the crib, man. What you want to
do? Don't easy E me, dog.
All right, Twilight. Your next character is Saint Workery.
Oh my God. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh
Can Perona's abilities work on the Gorosei members?
I would assume so.
I feel like the only well, after all three are picked, I'll say something about that.
Okay, Seb, you got Nefertari D. Lily. I don't even know what her power scale would be.
I mean,
imaginary scaling.
She can summon Emu because that's Emu's wife.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Listen. Hold on now. Clearly, Saint Workery. I mean, pick his last person, but Saint Workery about to switch up because he not
technically.
About, yeah. So what's up? What's up?
Lily was a traitor.
Chill.
All right, you got Charlotte Brûlée.
I got Branch.
Yeah, you got Brûlée. So you got the mirror dimension. Was that 3?
That's
for
3.
Both
yeah.
Okay.
Hachi, Workery, and
Brûlée.
We gotta hide Workery in the mirror dimension somehow.
Yeah, I was gonna say
we'll use Nefertari Lily to sneak him in there. You know what I'm saying? And then I think we're good. Who do I have again?
Psy and Perona.
Psy, Perona,
and yeah.
Yeah, we'll lure Workery into the mirror dimension by having Perona. No, I'm trying to think how do I do this? How do I do this?
I was say Brulee's on my side.
I need Perona to make Brûlée depressed. Who's my first person? Psy?
Yes, Psy.
Huh.
I'm trying to find
which person is Psy again?
He's the one that kicks. He's Danchajao's grandson who
okay.
kicks.
Isn't that the one that took over? Okay.
Oh man.
The Sanji wannabe.
Yeah. I feel like there's a win condition. I just gotta figure it out. I need
Yeah, I was saying because you gotta get Workery out, otherwise it's my dub. Like that's where it's at now.
We have to trap Workery in the mirror dimension. We just have to get Brûlée to play ball. How do we do that?
Wait, what? Why don't you say Lily was in conjunction with Joy Boy? That's how she failed. So therefore, you have Joy Boy as an ally to Lily.
Nah, see, there's no summoning of these people.
Yeah, with the Gorosei.
There was a win. There was a condition.
Hey, Seb, I'm gonna flip that win condition around. What happens when the 5 Gorosei show up for me?
Oh my God.
Yeah, you're cooked. You're cooked.
You got it, bro. You got it.
Thanks.
Two for Seb.
Okay. Well, technically, it's Twilight won twice. Here, it sounds like.
Larry won twice. The last call I was here.
Damn, yo. This wheel don't like me, man.
It even gave you Blackbeard, but then it gave you two bums with Blackbeard.
Oh man. All right.
Yeah, that was. I mean, it was close. That first matchup was close, I'd say.
I was gonna say that second one wasn't until I pulled.
That matchup was epic, bro.
Was
Roger versus all 5 Gorosei plus a good Cavendish Brook in the opening round. Virgo and Hyoguro in the undercard.
Versus yeah, that was good.
Nice little fight.
That was
a really good matchup.
That just means next week you're winning both of them.
We'll see.
Yeah.
See, it sounds like I'm 0 for 4 in the last couple. but all right.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, Tiger is it.
Yep, peace.
Hey, just look at it this way. You're 0-4, but Nick's got the chip.
Exactly. I'll take all the L's I need to, bro.
Yeah, I'll say that's the win you need.
Oh, man. We got another 2 from Gene Uchiha. It says, Sebastian, stop the glaze. I haven't heard my name said in a long time. Who's the last person to call me Sebastian? Oh, man. I'm trying to remember the last time I heard somebody call me my actual first name. Not Seb, not Beans.
I feel like I've heard Larry call you up multiple times on the pod.
Probably.
Full named.
Probably. It's funny because I never used to go by Seb. Like people never used to say Seb ever until I became an adult and started working in the pod. Like it was always just Sebastian, and then basically at 25 it became just Seb. I don't know why.
Which is hilarious because all my I'm the complete opposite. People don't even use my real I rarely hear my real name ever.
I was gonna
ask it's always been that way.
But I won't.
No, I don't hide it. My full my real name is Jordan.
Jordan.
Mm-hmm. That's why all this time at GC, I always see people talking about soccer, and I just keep seeing people bring up Jordan, and I'm just like, I know they're talking about the country, but this is weird.
Okay. All right. Let's get T-Raw on here. T-Raw, what's going on, man? Yo, what's going on, bro?
Not much. How y'all doing today?
You coming in a little choppy for me, bro. I can't really hear you.
Hold on one second. Is that better?
Yeah. What's up?
Okay, I had my headphones on backwards. I was working out. I'm sorry.
No, you good?
Okay, so I had a quick little theory for you guys today, but I had a question to start, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all know about Antarctica, right?
Antarctica?
The continent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all know the circumstances surrounding Antarctica?
I know it'd be cold.
The treaty.
No.
Every country in the world agrees to effectively treat Antarctica like a timeshare.
Mm-hmm.
Right? This is the same world where these same countries have world warred against each other for resources, whatever, civil, whatever, right? The same people all agree unanimously. All right, Antarctica's pretty, we need to keep that under wraps, but also it's really important, so let's just share it.
Mm-hmm.
Type of deal. We the people don't know why, but there's obviously something massively important, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's a topic in the One Piece world that's not really discussed that much. And it was something that Doflamingo wanted, the treasure of Marijois.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that treasure that he was speaking of is something that falls along the same vein of Antarctica, i.e., the world agreed that nobody should fuck with this. I'm sorry. Nobody should mess with this area, right? Which would be the empty throne. 20 kingdoms that were already effectively ruling the world, separately, obviously, but they agreed that, okay, nobody should sit at this empty throne, right? Me personally, I don't think that is just a symbolic, don't sit there, empty throne. I don't think the empty throne is a symbolic, a wholly symbolic item. I think that the empty throne, in some way, shape, or form, is quite possibly like a power conduit in some way, shape, or form. Because a unique fact about the empty throne is the location. And now, I don't know how much you do geography or geometry, but the world is a sphere. I don't understand why the empty throne is described as being at the center of the world. Could you point out the center of the world on Earth? It would literally not. You could point anywhere on the globe,
You
and
can
that would
point
be the
anywhere,
center.
technically, yeah.
You could point anywhere on. You could spin a globe, stop it. Your finger is on the center because effectively it's a globe. It's a sphere. So how does it make sense for the empty throne to sit at the center
Well, I
of
think
the world?
the way that it's structured in the I'm sorry to cut in, but the way that it's structured in the One Piece world is the way that they by center they're using that separating red line and the four blues, and that space in between them is what they're saying is the center. You know what I mean? At least that's how I've always viewed it for that. I agree with you.
That-
Technically, the way a sphere
Right.
works, anywhere is the center if you put a point there. But
Right.
they're using it in the mapping of the world because it has like actual like land and sea separated by like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how they're calculating that.
Yeah, I mean, it's
also
good to have
probably
an
just
anchor point.
Yeah, it's also probably just narrative, like narratively, like how do I say this? Like the center of the world. Like this is where the this is where the laws are made. This is where all this stuff happens here in the center of the world. But I'll shut up. You continue.
No, you're perfectly fine. That was a good thing to point out. But I still feel like it's more important that the one line is more important because effectively you already have the red line colloquially known as the top of the world. You know what I mean? So to specify even further as the center of the world, just me personally being a stickler and noticing little things, I thought that was kind of odd. You know what I mean? And like I said, I think the throne, like in the mural, when all these people are going to the center of the world and getting, or it looks like they're going underground with the machine and coming back with this energy source and everything like that, the only access points we see for something like that to be possible are now Lucia and I always get the names mixed up. What is it? Ennie's Lobby?
Yeah.
Is the place with the hole?
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be the only places that look like they would have access to something of that nature. But I'm assuming speculatively that the empty throne might be connected to the center of the planet, actually, like the actual center of the planet. So it would therefore be the center of the world.
Like at the core? Like in its core?
The epicenter, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that's what they mean by center. I don't think it's a misinterpretation. I think it's meant to mislead in that way, or people, to ignore. It's center of the world. Yeah, it's the middle of it. Blah blah blah. But because in history, it just doesn't make sense for this symbolic throne to be just there. You know what I mean? If it's an empty throne and nobody sits there, why not have a throne? That sounds simple. It does sound simple, but why not have a throne in general? Or why not destroy the throne symbolically? Stick a sword through the throne and nobody sits here, right? Why leave this throne sittable and available? And also, like I said, the whole idea of everybody agreeing to that simple thing. And all these people I don't know how they were in the past, obviously, but today they're the greediest, most conniving, want everything type of people. You know what I mean? I don't see those same people making that same agreement normally under normal circumstances. So I feel like the empty throne itself has a level of importance. And Doflamingo said he wanted Law's devil fruit to give him immortality to be able to obtain. He made it sound like immortality was the key to obtaining or being able to use this treasure, quote unquote treasure of Marie Joie. And a lot of people went through a lot of different things. A lot of people think it's Emu's book, Emu himself, whatever the Straw Hat is, or if something is under the Straw Hat. But Doflamingo said he saw this thing before. And I don't know if Doflamingo made the same ventures that a Sabo or a, everybody, Wapol, the people that saw Inside Cobra. I don't think he made that same trip. I think he was able to see something that he knows is available as a power source. You know what I mean? And he was a Celestial, and he left the Celestials young. I think he was 10 when his dad comes to the real world with him and his brother. He's like 10 years old.
I think he's 8, actually.
Yeah, either 8 or 10.
Young. He's young either way.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's speculative, obviously, again, but I just don't have him seeing much that would be that secretive at that young age. But he could obviously have seen the empty throne, because at the Reverie, all these on the Planet Kings walk right past it. Stelly almost sat on it, and that would be something that he saw. But he obviously probably went a step further. Doflamingo probably put his foot on there. He probably sat down on it. But I feel like he saw more. He got some type of information about it to know that I need immortality, because I don't see him seeing Emu's book or any other named things of what people thought the treasure was, and knowing that immortality was a factor. The book doesn't make sense. The Straw Hat doesn't make sense. That seems to be highly secluded. Emu himself, that's kind of iffy as well.
I have always thought that he saw Emu. That's how I've always
Same. Knowledge of Emu is what I always thought it was.
Yeah, that's my thought process immediately after I go away from the throne. I'm like, he had to see Emu, you know what I mean? And get some type of inkling on his level of power. I don't know if he necessarily saw a display, but he had an inkling of, he has observation. He's a conqueror, so he probably had one of those epiphany type moments when he looked at Emu, same way Rox showed up and just looked at Emu and knew he can do it.
And it's so funny. My bad, Twilight. It's funny because Rox seeing Emu, I don't say confirm, but it reinforces to me that Doflamingo could have seen him and not been immediately killed. You get what I'm saying? Because if he didn't see him on the throne, you know what I mean, in the way that Sabo did, I don't think you react the same way. Because Rox didn't see Emu on the throne defying the laws of the land in this way.
Yeah.
He just kind of sees him. Doflamingo sees him. If he sees him on the throne, it's different. But if he sees him and knows that he do be on the throne, or puts 2 and 2 together, you know what I'm saying?
See, what I think it might have been is he's seen a situation of seeing the 5 Gorosei bowing to Emu.
Right.
Which the implications of that would just be there. Like, the highest form of that is known in the government is bowing to this individual.
Because I kind of think it might be a combination of the two. Like, he might have seen Emu on the throne taking some type of action at some point.
Because now you based off of other callers that we got earlier, I think we started this stream off with Villain, who's talking about the Abyss. I'm wondering if Doflamingo saw covenants and the Abyssals and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Emu, like a contract being signed kind of a thing.
Because the stack a theory on top of a theory, I don't think Emu is immortal through the fruit. Through somebody gave up their life and made him immortal or whatever the fruit is described. I don't think Law's devil fruit is the reason why Emu is immortal. I think it's some other methodology he takes to get that. And that's why the covenants involve taking a portion of people's lifespan. I think that's how Emu retains his immortality, by upholding covenants. Because he specifically takes a portion of lifespan when he domies Dory and Brogy. I don't remember if he said that to Rox, but anytime before that. But it does seem to be relevant. And I always speculated that he has like some type of shadow covenant with Marijwa in total, and he probably siphons off on a Big Mom type of thing. I think he siphons off lifespans in general, maybe from all the Celestials at a small amount or whatever amount, or maybe just from the Holy Knights and the Gorosei directly. But the Holy Knights and the Gorosei one kind of wouldn't make sense if they're also immortal. At least the Gorosei, right? They would be sharing an immortality and not losing from it. It would seem. So I think Emu's like draining somebody's life force, and that's how he upholds his immortality. You know what I mean? That's just that. Like I said, theory on top of a theory, but I don't think he's immortal through the fruit because it's like it's almost been implied a lot of times throughout the story that there are like multiple ways to become immortal. Because if Emu is immortal through the fruit, how is Kureha seemingly immortal?
That girl not immortal, man.
Seemingly.
She not immortal. You know she not. Don't do that. You know she not.
Okay, do you know how she stays so young?
She's one of the best doctors in the history of this thing, man.
That's not terrible though. That is actually like, I do think that has something to do. Because I don't fully think that she's had anything crazy like to that level happen. I do think
she hasn't
her
been poisoned by a man.
That's what it is. Jesus, Seb, who hurt you? Gosh, I thought you were on our side.
Listen, man, that girl living well because her body right, man. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, let's be honest. Her and Zero were definitely, yeah.
No, there's a reason. There's a reason that I say that's my hear me out in One Piece.
That's not even a hear me out. I mean, yeah, hear me out. Whatever. That's so would. Also, I'm right there with you. Oh, how about if Jamie Lee Curtis would have played her in the live action?
That would I think the one that they had to play her was a good choice.
No, I'm not.
I hate how I always call her Gemma because I know her mainly. I know her mainly from Sons, but every time I see her, I was just like Gemma.
I will say I haven't actually watched the live action season 2, so I don't know if she was a good one or not. But
she did great. She did great.
I feel like
in
she
my
would
opinion.
do good in that role.
I told everybody I'm not going to watch the live action until it's done. I'm sorry. I don't want to overload on content.
That's fair. But
definitely fair.
T-Raw.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to drop you there because I get to these calls before we close out. But that's a dope theory, man. I like the epicenter of the world and maybe going a little deeper through the throne.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're saying like it'll like teleport you or what down there, but
I honestly am open to any options because I fully don't know what I think about that specific part, like how it connects to the center. I don't know if it would be like an actual, like a tunnel all the way to the big world's longest elevator type of deal, or like a journey to the center of the earth type of deal. But
final question before I let you drop. Do you think we see somebody other than Emu sitting in that chair?
Before the end of the series, 100%. Easily.
And
who
is that person?
It's your boy. What are you talking about?
I knew it. I knew it. And it don't even matter which boy you talking about, because you can be talking about Blackbeard or Dofi. Either way, I'm with it.
Dofi honestly was my second for real dead option. But Blackbeard, yes, 100% easily.
Talking about, man. All right.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna let you go. T-Raw.
Have a good one, brother.
Yeah. All right. Oh man, I gotta pee, bro. All right. We get another 5 from TylerThaDon. It says, Griff said Loki is stronger than rocks. I just wanted everyone to hear this blasphemy. Yo, low-key, he's got a case. Tyler, I'm not gonna lie to you. He got a case. He got a real case, bro. He got a real
especially
case,
with
brother.
Especially with the showing we got right now. As much as I hate to even admit it.
Got a real case, brother. That's all I'll say. All right, let's get Static in here. Static, you there?
Oh shit! Sorry, my bad.
No, you're
Hello.
good. What's going on? What's going on, man? I know you donated your way in. Talk to me, bro.
Nothing much. I wanted to ask a question. Do you guys? Okay, so Gear Second.
Okay.
I don't know if it's commented by Bluno, but Lucci definitely says it that Luffy is shortening his lifespan using Gear Second. Oh, I can't hear you, Seb.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, my bad.
But yeah, Lucci says that, but I don't know think Bluno does. Does Bluno say that as well or no?
It's so long ago. But I do remember there being a conversation about like Gear Second deteriorating Luffy's lifespan. So go from there.
I always. No, continue.
But what I'm saying is, do you guys think that is carried on Gear Third onwards or no?
No, I think it's a Gear Second specific thing.
And I also, if I remember right, I think it wasn't Gear Second itself, but it was how he was going about activating it is what was the whole shortening of his lifespan. Which is why I think he ultimately, like, basically boiled it down to a simple activation.
Okay. Okay. So I guess, yeah, that doesn't... And then my theory, because my theory is if One Shot Hat does die, I don't think anyone will, but I think Luffy should die. If one of them has to die, I think he should die. Because why would Oda put in a ticking time bomb where it's like, oh, if I use this power, then why not like carry on with it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like if it's...
I don't think it will. I don't think it will happen. I don't think it will happen though. I think Luffy and everyone survives. I don't think Usopp dies. I don't think Brook dies. But
I do. I hear what you're saying. Like why create this like there's a word for it. I forgot what it's called. But
Chekhov's gun.
Chekhov's gun. There you go. Chekhov's gun.
The gun should be shown in the first act, and by the third act it goes off.
Why leave that to us if he's not gonna go through with it? But I do think that actually does tell us that Luffy might die. Like he might actually die. He just won't stay dead, which will be something
like
I don't like. Yeah, but not Gear 5. Like actually dying again, but coming back in a way where like either Brook or Chopper or a combination of the two have to save his life, or Law.
Yeah, Law. That theory.
Something along those lines.
I don't like
that's because. I mean, realistically, Luffy's lifespan is super short already. With the gear second and all that, and then also Ivankov healing him.
We took like 20 years off of him, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say like Ivankov did a number on how when he had to save him.
He's getting packed up. Yeah, he's done. He's done.
Like Luffy will be lucky if he lives past 40.
The question is, what was Luffy's expected lifespan to begin with, right? Because we've seen future Luffy on several occasions, and he clearly lives past 30s, 40s, 60s even. So it's like, whatever. Are we supposed to believe that that's the normal, or if that's going to happen?
Well, I mean, look at Kureha. Kureha's a good example, like you just brought up. Like, she's a standard human. She's what, 133?
Yeah.
Well, 135 now, technically.
Without any special devil fruit and stuff.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's crazy.
It would be interesting to see Luffy die. I just don't know how we do it and make us enjoy it.
Yeah.
Imagine he gets to like Raftel and his heart just gives out, like right there.
That's the secret. That's what he reads. It's like, yo, whoever has the Nika fruit will die here. Yo.
No, I was saying like his expected life expectancy was just like, hey, you were only supposed to live to like 37 or 39, and now you're 19, and you pulled up, and now you're just dead, bro.
That'd be crazy. Yeah, that's about it. I've been watching you guys for a minute. It's been forever. But yeah.
All right, we appreciate it.
Lionel and Law, they need to be in here.
Bro,
I have something. Law, man, he hates Marco. I hate Marco too, but like to the extent where Law, like, I'm like, yo,
why? Can you explain to me the Marco hate thing? I don't get it. I've never got it.
Yeah, I don't either. I'll never understand it.
Okay, this is some like, I was watching your guys' break weeks before I even started One Piece. You guys are the reason I got into One Piece. So I'd listen to you guys' arguments and I'd be like, you guys are just saying it, but like Caesar Clown. I thought Caesar Clown was like part of Dressrosa because like the Caesar, you know, like the Colosseum. And so like I went in with a whole bunch of expectations. This is how I feel about Sabo as well. I read One Piece, caught up, and I was like, Sabo's disappointing. Marco did nothing. Like, what do we do? Like, I'm going in with like, yo, Marco's going to like put in work. He's going to do all this stuff. Holding off King and Queen, like Sabo not really sweating. Like, he didn't do anything against Fujitora. Like the gas for Sabo was crazy too. Like what are we doing?
Okay, so you're disappointed in the gas that you thought was gonna come and didn't come. Essentially,
Yeah, maybe
or the
that's my
gas that
fault.
was there. Yo, and see
Yeah.
that's to me that's Lawrence's biggest issue, because we were reading One Piece week to week years ago. I'm talking 12 years ago, and at that time, longer than that ago, at that time it became a week to week thing for us, and we were having conversations about, oh well, he's supposed to be Whitebeard's right hand man. He doesn't live up to Rayleigh, and I'm like, well, okay. How's it going? I was like, okay, well, does any of the right hand mans live up to Rayleigh? Because if that's the benchmark you're using to be disappointed, like nobody else is living up to that. Like Cat's not doing
He
that,
loves Rayleigh,
and King isn't doing that. So how come Marco's the one that gets crapped on? And then he's like, well, they looked better
and then
versus
he tapes
Luffy.
for Cat. Like, bro, you gotta be consistent.
That's my issue.
Like,
I'm like, if you put Cat or King in the circumstances you put Marco in, they're also not going to have a good time. And he's like, they do better than Marco. And I'm like, well, they're losing to people who are weaker than the people Marco was fighting. So are they doing better? Like, I don't know if that's true. And he just he crashes out.
I have Gear 4 Snake Man losing to King. Yeah. Because I think Zoro right now beats Gear 4 Snake Man before Future Sight with Cat.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'll say this.
Yeah.
Time limit will be a problem for Luffy in that fight.
Yeah, Gear 5 seconds.
Yeah,
Stall hat, bro. Get this.
10
Get this
minutes.
man out of
I
here.
don't know about that.
10 minutes. Like, what do we do?
Yeah. But Static, man, if you want to be a more consistent caller on these streams, become a
You don't
tiered
do
member.
them enough. Nah, you don't do them enough.
It's every week.
It's out of here, bro.
Man, what you mean?
Yo, Tyler, you hear this guy?
Yeah, as I said, he kind of got you there.
Hold on,
This is the second one.
hold on.
I think this is the.
Hold on.
I'm trying to remember if this is the second, or I think this is the second one this month.
Hold on. No.
This year is crazy.
We started doing call-in streams when? When's the first call-in stream that we did? Because they're numbered. Because
Like last week or so.
No. You don't get that.
27.
Hold on. Was it 27 call-in streams?
Yeah.
How many weeks are in a year?
36.
36 weeks in a year?
Is it 36?
No, it's 52 weeks in a year. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's like 52. All right, hold on. I'm gonna go to it.
Half? No, you're close. Yeah, you're close, actually.
Yeah, I think it's 52 weeks in a year. We didn't start doing them in June. We started, October? Not even? So don't give me that. Don't give me that, man.
5 or 6?
Nah, man. That's crazy y'all do me like this. Y'all treat me like I'm Lionel, man. Nah.
Nah, you ain't that bad. You ain't that bad.
Hold on.
Who's
DDTs are a different story. I'll say that.
DDTs, I'll eat that.
That's not your fault. You need some feeds and stuff. That's not your fault.
Hold on. Call in. I'm going. There's 30 call-in stream videos. Okay? 30. 30 of them. Okay?
Yeah.
All right? 30.
Man, I love you guys.
How did I get to 30 when this is 27? Something's off.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Something's off.
Something's a little off.
In the playlist, there's 30. In the third playlist, is 30. And the first one, I don't know. We must have the math wrong. The first one was, what day was this? What day was this? Give me a day. 9 months ago. So I still got 3 more months to even get to my 50. And that's what? 4? Yeah, man. I have not missed as many call-in streams as y'all try to act like I do. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right?
My bad, son. My bad.
It's all right.
I love you.
Appreciate
Are
you,
you doing
Static.
DDT tomorrow? Are you doing DDT? Or what day is today? Are you doing DDT
That'd be,
tomorrow?
yeah, I would say tomorrow would be Wednesday.
Maybe.
Bro.
Yeah, that's a TBH. That's a TBH.
No, that's a no.
Hold on.
That's a Lionel. I'll be there.
Hold on. I'll figure it out sooner rather than later. I gotta come up with the matchup. I gotta come up with
next week. Next week, expect a DDT.
I'll be there.
I might get a DDT in tomorrow. I just gotta really think about a matchup in a gauntlet and go from there.
Monet versus the Smoker.
Monet versus Smoker. That's random. All right, I gotta wrap up. So Static, have a good night.
Have a good night.
Oh man, killing me, man. Act like I don't do this. Like I don't be doing this, man.
No, see, my bad. I was mixing up the DDTs with the call-ins.
Bro. Call-ins, I've been consistent. Only time I missed call-ins is when the Knicks were playing or I was out of town for work or holiday. I do this. All right. Anyway, we got another 10 from Unk Status. It says 2v2 matchup: Cat and King versus Law and Yamato. What diff and why? I'm gonna go Law and Yamato. I think there's more hacks on that side, and I think overall Yamato's the strongest fighter on the board. So Law has the best hacks. King can be tricky, but he has like a pretty clear like win condition versus King in the sense of like he has a weakness in a way that like most people don't. Like if he's using the speed thing, like that's a time that hurt him, like can do potentially permanent damage. And Law has like one hitter quitter type fighting abilities. Even if he doesn't, you know what I'm saying?
Question for you on that one. You think Law's Gamma Knife bypasses King's Fire?
Probably. It's internal damage. Right? Like it's like I won't say a liquid, but it's like radiation. You know what I mean?
It basically is what it is.
Yeah, it's like radiation.
I'm with you. I got King or Yamato and Law.
Yeah. And obviously, I don't like the crap on Cat, but I don't have him as high as most people do, or most people that I interact with do. So, another 2 from TylerThaDon. Can a fresh Kaido be a fresh Luffy right now? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I agree 100% too.
I'm gonna go extreme diff either way. I wouldn't be mad at somebody saying Luffy could win it. I wouldn't be mad at somebody saying Kaido could win it. But I'm gonna go fresh Kaido. High to extreme. All right, let's get this last caller in. I gotta use the bathroom, man. I really do. All right, TD, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. How's it going, man?
Good. How y'all?
I'm good, bro. Talk to me.
All right. So, I've been watching y'all for a minute. This is the first time y'all have ever interacted with me, though.
Oh, what's going on? Sorry. I mean, you could ping me on the Discord. I'll be around.
No, I haven't been in the Discord like that. Okay. With school and stuff, I've just been trying to focus on that and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a red line theory for y'all.
Okay.
So y'all know anything about like Norse mythology?
Not too much.
Yes.
But so y'all know the Midgard serpent?
Yes.
Yarmagander.
Yes, Yarmagander. So my theory is that a snake, possibly the snake in the mural, is the red line.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if y'all have heard, like anyone has pinned a theory on y'all on this one, but basically the Midgard serpent is a serpent that circles around the entire world in the mythology, Earth. And in Ragnarok, he fights Thor and kills him.
Mm-hmm.
So, in my theory is that the serpent was Emu's pet of some sort, but in the end, he traps him to make the red line. And because of that, once he is freed from the red line, after Luffy frees him somehow, he betrays Emu and fights on Luffy's side. That's pretty much what I got so far for the theory.
Okay, so I definitely heard a theory or a few theories regarding the serpent being a reference to the Jormungandr, and like that's what the giant red line is. It's like that encased snake somehow, some way. Now, in terms of Emu betraying it and it fighting on Luffy's behalf, that is new. That is something I haven't heard. I kind of like that. Like that Emu has tricked it into and trapped it, and now once it's freed, it'll be something that fights alongside Luffy against Emu. That is new. I've always gone with the thought process that it would fight for its master, Emu, and be someone that like Loki would have to defeat, and that's why he has to be so large and use the super large like the dragon fruit that he has, like the awakened version of it maybe, or something along those lines. But the idea that it would fight against Emu is new, and I like that. Do I like it more than him fighting Loki? I don't know.
The only reason why I thought about this part of the theory was because we don't really have a Thor figure in like the Straw Hats or the fight against Emu, because the Midgard Serpent fights Thor and kills him and then dies in the process. I think the closest thing to a Thor figure would probably be he's on the moon right now.
Are you talking about now?
Yeah, Nell, which I don't.
Would
really
it not be Loki? I feel like he wields the hammer, he summons the lightning. Is it not Loki? Is Loki not the direct Thor parallel here? No.
It might be Loki, but like in the mythology, Loki's his dad.
See,
so maybe. No, yeah, maybe because Luffy freed him after destroying the Red Line. I'd imagine he sees Emu, gets mad, and attacks him because he was like, "Why would you encase me in this?"
I guess my other thought process is Luffy the one that frees the serpent, or is it Blackbeard?
I always see Luffy because I think during Fishman Island, that mermaid predicts Luffy destroying Fishman Island, and I thought he did that through breaking the Red Line. That was my theory.
Because I know in some other versions of the theory, they said that this is why Blackbeard targeted Boa's fruit, because of only somebody with the fruit can unstone people. And they were saying that whoever used the fruit in the past stoned the red serpent around the world. And that's why he needed the fruit to unstone the red line. You know what I mean? That would be kind of wild. But I mean, hey, anyway we get it, I'm down for the giant serpent. I think that's when we're starting to get to weird levels here in One Piece. So be interesting.
Yeah, no, it's definitely something I'm definitely looking forward to when it comes to the end war.
Okay. TD, I do have to rush. So I'm gonna drop you there. I do appreciate you donating to get yourself in. If you want to be a guaranteed member on these call-in streams, become a tiered member on the Discord. We could talk to you more. All right?
All right, thank you. Y'all have a good night.
You too. All right. I'm going to try to quick these last two because they did get donated in technically. Kawaii, you there?
Hello?
Hey, man, how's it going? Rapid fire. I got to go to the bathroom and I got to be out of here by 8 o'clock. So hit me.
All right. I was going to speak on like Blackbeard kind of disrespect, kind of talk about that a little bit.
Okay, talk to me.
Yeah, man, I just don't like, I know it's mainly like Larry and them be calling him a bum and stuff, but I just don't see it because of like the God Valley flashback, like with the whole, like the Herald fighting Shanks, and like when Shanks joined the Gods Knights, that's the Shanks that Blackbeard scarred, right? You know what I'm saying? And I think he kind of like that. Like, I think he's stronger than Gaban because he did better in the fight against Herald than Gaban. And like, Herald is equal to Rocks, who was solo sky splitting when he was a Domi Reversi. You get what I'm saying? So I'd assume Herald would be just as strong when he get Reversi'd, and that's like years later him training because he got Reversi'd after Rocks died. So I don't know. I think the Blackbeard disrespect a little too much. I don't know how you feel about it.
Well, you know, I feel like Blackbeard is much stronger than the twins and Larry will make him seem to be. Sometimes in the One Piece community as a whole, we have this like, oh, we absolutely need to see a dude fight. And when they see somebody fight, they ignore circumstances a lot. Like, I've seen people tell me that Blackbeard could get one shot by Lucci. And I'm like, well, the guy's been in there with Marco, Shanks, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, just stronger people than that. And he wasn't one shot. So how Whitebeard, like how are we feeling that way? The stuff with and Twilight, you don't gotta speak on this. We've seen Blackbeard. I think the Rayleigh situation bothers people.
Yep.
And to me, again, the
I
circumstances
think
of that
it's that, though.
situation matter because Blackbeard is a juice worth a squeeze kind of person. And it's like, oh, we see him running away from Rayleigh or whatever. But it's like, hey, in this context, it would have been Blackbeard alone fighting Boa, Rayleigh, Koby, and multiple Seraphim while his crewmates are stoned. So it's like any captain worth their salt would have made Blackbeard's decision. But because it's Blackbeard, it gets looked at as cowardly, et cetera, et cetera. So
yeah, I think he's just the type of person, like, if his immediate goal isn't towards his overarching goal of being king of the world, like, he's not gonna risk his life for something that's not, like, you get what I'm saying? He's not gonna overreach his boundaries. He's not gonna take a 6v1 if it's not immediately gonna put him in a better spot to be king of the world.
And beyond all that, just in general, what he's capable of doing, 99.9% of the people in the world can't survive it. It's just the very, very, very top tiers. So that's why I get annoyed when they say things like dudes like Katakuri, who I've seen lose a fight to Luffy, like, could beat him. Dudes like Law could beat him. When I saw him fight Law, and when it got into the pocket, Law was sweating and Blackbeard was smiling.
Like, I just be wanting to ask sometimes, like, Larry and the twins and them, like, who do they think is gonna just scar, like, that Shanks at the God Valley that joined the Holy Knights? Like, who do they think gonna leave a permanent scar on their face like that? Because it's not Katakuri, bro. I'm telling you right now, like, Katakuri is not doing that to Shanks.
Katakuri didn't leave a permanent scar on Luffy, and Luffy goes hit like 135 times, and he's still good.
Bro,
Stab through him, he's still good.
And I hear people say, like, oh, that was so long ago, or you didn't see the fight, so we don't know what happened. All we know is Shanks been shook ever since, and he said he wasn't, like, off guard. He was trying his hardest.
Yeah.
Like, he said he wasn't playing around or whatever. I'm trying to remember the exact quote, but he said he wasn't goofing off either, basically. Like, he was going all out, and Blackbeard came out on top with no permanent damage. But Shanks didn't even have permanent damage against a reversing Herald. He just had a couple light marks and was a little tired, panting.
Well, they was jumping Herald, but I feel you.
But mind you, like, how strong, like, Herald was clashing with Rock, like, he had to get jumped by Garp and Roger. So Shanks is basically, like, on that level. I know they were younger, but it's like that same Rocks that was Don't Be Reversing was solo sky splitting. Like, I don't want to act like that Rocks is a bum that they jump, and that Roger and Garp are just so weak. Like, I know Shanks and Blackbeard probably got stronger since then. You know what I mean? Like, that was 20 years ago. And Blackbeard had no devil fruit at the time. Like, I'm sure he's gotten way stronger.
Right. But yeah, one day, man. One day they'll have to see it.
Blackbeard and 5.
Blackbeard and 5. Like I always say, man. One day, I hope the apology is as loud as the disrespect. That's all I hope.
Yeah, don't switch up. I just don't want them to switch up when the time comes. Don't get to switching up. I'm investing my stock now.
Yeah, man. Smart man. Kawaii, you have a good one, man.
Yes, sir. I hope you have a good day, man.
Too. All right, last caller. Neon, you there? Hope the apology is as loud as Neon?
Yo.
How's it going, man? Yeah, rapid fire. I gotta go. Talk to me.
Yeah. My take is not an agenda, but it will sound like an agenda. It's straight facts. Do you like Koby?
Koby, alright.
Koby, alright. Remember after Egghead, he was like, yo, I'm gonna stop your dream, Luffy, right? But to me, this nigga been on up way before that.
Language, bro. Language.
Yeah, oh, my bad. Remember Enies Lobby? What was the first thing he did when he saw Luffy?
Tried to attack him.
He attacked, sneaked him. And then when I saw it for the first time, I was like, yo, why is he moving like that? It's like, yeah, whatever. Then Marineford, what did he do? Did he fight a single pirate in Marineford?
Nah. But when it was time to fight, he swung on Luffy, didn't he?
What was Luffy trying to do?
Save his brother, man.
And Koby knew that, right? What was Koby's goal? He said, I want to take down bad guys. And Marineford, how many so-called bad guys was there? Bunch, right? Right. Next, let's go after time skip. Who he got the title hero, right?
Yeah.
And who did he help get Hachinosi?
Blackbeard.
Blackbeard was thanking him, right?
He was. Hold on
Okay,
now.
so now you
Hold on.
now you attack. You're attacking. Now your so-called friend's biggest op is thanking you, right? Okay. He joined Sword, right?
Yeah.
And Sword, that means you handed over your resignation. That means you can defy orders, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Of all warlords, which warlord did he go after?
Boa.
Okay, so he didn't go after me.
And now you have the Luffy girl.
Luffy's girl.
Yo,
and then when
yo,
you
hold on,
yeah,
the resume looking kind of crazy. Hold on.
Yeah, no, I'm not done. And when he went to the island, you will see Luffy's picture, big ass picture, right? Yeah. Okay, and then he helped Blackbeard a second time because Boa was attacking Koby, and then Blackbeard snuck Boa. So now the second time you have Blackbeard. Am I wrong?
Nah, you're not wrong, man.
Okay. Let's go to the island. He got Mr. Observation Haki. He got Garp stabbed. And now Blackbeard is up. He got Garp too. So he helped Blackbeard 3 times, and it cost Luffy troubles 4 times. The kick in his lobby, Marineford attacking his girl, and getting his grandpa catch. And now we're talking about I'm gonna stop your dream. Koby been an up. It's not a surprise. And this is not fact. This is not agenda. This is straight facts.
I mean, I don't think his actual goals at any of this point was to truly screw Luffy over. He does look at him as a rival, but I absolutely love this, and I'm gonna be running with this agenda for life. I will be. This is crazy.
I'm not making up.
I'm just saying, if I had a friend and he was moving the way Koby moving, we're not friends no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, imagine Blackbeard glazing you, fam. That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. That's wild. That's actually wild. I'm really thinking about it.
No, just look at the way he moves. He's glazing Luffy, and then he does the opposite every time. It's like Blackbeard. I like Blackbeard because we know he's an op. But Koby is like the type that stab you in the back and then laugh with you. That's the worst kind.
We got
and now
Agent Q in the chat. Biggest plot twist ever. # sword. # in the back.
Yeah, fact. That's Koby, fam.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. I hope you bring it up next time, and so people can wake up and realize, because he acts like a goody two shoes, but he's moving, fam. He's moving wrong.
Wow.
That's all. Yeah. Well, what do you think? What do you think?
I think I
Am
love
I cooking or not?
Nah, you're definitely not actually cooking. You know what I'm saying? I don't think this is like a plot development that Oda will lean into, where like Koby's evil. But it's eye test is crazy. Eye test, it looks crazy. I couldn't.
Yeah, that's my point. That's my eye test, and I didn't pull it from nowhere. I pulled it from my own eyes, where you can see it.
That's so wild, bro. That's so wild. And his grandpa out here getting traded in for, you know what I'm saying?
For Koby, yeah. He ain't spinning back for Garp acing. He's now going after Luffy.
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah. His goal was going after evil pirates. You got Blackbeard right there. Now he's applauding you and glazing you. Yeah, your mentor is in the worst pirate. Nah, you're going after the only pirate you know is good. Yeah, makes sense for me. Yeah.
Bro, this is like Orochi Odin level kind of. I did all this for you, bro. I saved you from Alvida.
Yeah.
And this is how you move, and this is how you pay me back, bro.
That's how you pay me back.
My
you
grandpa getting clipped, my girl getting taken.
That's crazy. Yeah,
my brother's life on the line, and you fighting me, bro. That's how you feel?
Not a single pirate of all the pirates in the world do you choose me, fam. Me that saved you from licking fat ass Alvida feet. They said that in live action he was like giving her pedicure. Imagine a pirate stinky fat foot, fam. Not been on land in 5 days. That was the things Luffy saved you from. But yeah, let's stand in his way every time.
It's crazy. Neon, I do gotta run, so I'm gonna let you go there. But you was cooking, bro.
Yeah. See you. Take care.
All right, it's 8. Oh, Nerd just popped up. I gotta let Nerd know I can't rock, bro. I gotta go. Hold on. Nerd, are you there? Nerd. Dang, I don't know if Nerd's here. Nerd going once. Nerd going twice. All right, I got to dip. Sorry, man. Nerd, hit me next week. I had a hard stop at 8. It's 8. I gotta go. I gotta read these super chats and then we out of here. We got 11 months at Nakama status from Pastor C. It says, who you got, Sabo or King? I'm gonna go Sabo for the narrative only, but it probably should be King. My mind is telling me King. My heart is telling me Sabo, and I don't like Sabo. And then another 2 from TylerThaDon. What about Luffy with infinite stamina versus Emu? Luffy with infinite stamina would probably beat everybody. I'm gonna be honest with you, because he's also gonna be growing in the fight, and he could fight for days on end. I don't know what to tell you. But y'all, I gotta run. See y'all next week. I'm still deciding on a DDT for tomorrow. I might make that happen. I might not. But I gotta dip. Peace, everybody.